All right, look good. Hey everybody, welcome into the stream. It happens every now and then. Whatever I can. Cool events, stuff like that. How's everything? How's everything going from your end? Let me know if this is too loud or not loud enough. I've tried to mess with it a little bit, but hopefully it's not too bad. But welcome to the totally on time Summer Games Fest Live, which we're gonna all pretend is on the exact day. Don't tell anybody else. Okay. Chaz Mraz, hey Chris, loving your Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're loving it. And it's incredibly long and absolutely impossible to keep up with in real time. But it's really cool. I'm having a great time. I'm glad you're liking it too. And a lot of other. I haven't seen this soon to be too. Echo, what's up, man? Yeah, I know you like the amount of both and for good reasons, not good reasons, haven't been online, so I've not seen anything, luckily. And this version of the stream was sent to me because apparently the original one that was up, the 4K live stream, which was what we were gonna watch, apparently they changed the title, and apparently that has spoilers in it. So that's unfortunate. So we're watching this other one, which includes the descriptive audio. So I don't know what that means. Maybe that means I don't think they're gonna replace the whole audio with just descriptions of what's happening, but we'll see. We'll see. Apparently this is the only one that didn't spoil everything. Now, I don't exactly even know what to expect. Right? I'm hoping, and even though it hasn't been that long, I'm hoping something more for Resident Evil 9. Just because they did just recently come out with the free game mode, which is cool, right? I'm a fan, but it's no Mercenaries mode. For those of you that have seen it and played it, right? We just finished the game recently. No spoilers, obviously, but it was good. So I'm hoping something, even just them saying like, "Oh, we're working on something." But outside of that, oh geez. I mean, what is it? Dawnwalker's coming out in September, so maybe something more for that. Probably some. We have to have some, maybe even just if anything, like an announcement for the. Even though I haven't played it, the Final Fantasy remake, the third game, whatever that ends up being, and then. Oh, geez, I don't even know. Actually, I don't know, because we just watched the State of Play, which they showed off a bunch of stuff for, a lot of which was Sony stuff. But I don't know. I'm always hopeful. I'm always so optimistic in these. Hey, welcome to everybody else. Everybody trickling. I want to start this like soon enough to where it give kind of everybody time to like pace in. But yeah, we got this, and then what else? And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to it today, but there's the Xbox showcase, and then the PC gaming showcase is the thing. It's all happening in the same week, which is, I mean, great for all of us, honestly. But I imagine if they all show different things, we got a lot going on. We got a lot of cool stuff on the horizon. Let's see, I think. Probably give it a few more minutes to let everybody anyone else who's trickling in. I tried to do this as early as possible, so it's not like crazy, because a lot of European time doesn't work with US time, let alone Pacific US time, my time. Let's see. You know, that's a good idea. One sec. I realized, and thanks Echo for bringing it up, that when we do live or anything, even post live, it doesn't post in the Discord no matter what I do. One sec. is it copyright? Oh no. One second. See, this is for my phone. See, this is why I want to start, because I was like, I'm gonna. Some's gonna go goofy every time. There we go. That's better. Okay, we'll give like maybe a few more minutes, a couple more minutes, just to get. Okay, cool. The Discord has been notified. The beacons have been lit. Chagas, has he done a playthrough of Cyberpunk before? Does he have plans to? I do have plans to completely do Cyberpunk. Now, what is it? Way back when, if you go onto the channel and you kind of sort everything by oldest, you'll see that I have one video of Cyberpunk, because I played it on release day way back when, and it was just the intro of, I believe it's the Street Kid. It has been so long that it was mostly cutscenes, right? Because there's like the first real like mission you get to do. Immediately after that, it just completely was non-functional for me. Like, no matter what I did with my computer at the time, it was say like 10 frames per second was generous. It was bad somehow, right? And so I was just like, well, this is, I guess I'll have to wait. And probably for a good reason too. I also didn't realize that I had it automatically put on like NVIDIA DLSS, so it looked really blurry. Overall, it wasn't like the best. And so we never came back to it until basically I was like, I'll get a better computer probably. That's what we need. And so what is it? What I was running it on, I believe was, I was either running a 1060 or a 2070. I don't remember exactly which one I had at that time of the recording. But either one of those was probably just still not good enough. Because it was on PC that I was playing it. I wasn't playing it on console. And this was before everything came out about like the console performance, especially like the PS4 and the Xbox performance. And then, you know, because I had basically not listened to anything until we had played. And then afterwards, I'm like, okay, this isn't too bad. And then it just was a complete mess. And then I started seeing everybody else come out with they're like, oh, you know, it's not very good right now. I was like, oh, it's not just me. Oof. But then apparently on PC it was like the most stable. And even then it was still kind of iffy. But yeah, I think enough time has passed to where we'll have a good time with it. Scorpion Hot Shot. I found you from Undertale. Hey, cool. Undertale, absolute god tier game. Didn't see it coming, but it was absolutely awesome. And we're on the second playthrough of it right now. Do the bad route. Dude, release versus current is night and day difference. It's a masterpiece now. See, and that's what I hear. That's what I hear about it. I've looked into nothing, and then they came out the DLC with Idris Elba, and I was like, that's kind of cool. All right, that's pretty neat. I don't own the DLC, but maybe whenever we get around to it, maybe it'd be worth buying the DLC first, or we play through it after and then play the DLC. But yeah, do I have a newer GPU since then? I do. I do. Whatever, my 1060, I ended up upgrading to the 2070. And then it was, I think it was midway through the Witcher 3 playthrough, which is what a throwback, that I upgraded to my current GPU, which is the 3080 Ti. And that's what we've been kind of rolling with since then. And it's been great. I think the only game I've ever had an issue with since then was Resident Evil Requiem. Resident Evil 9. Because we did stream it, right? And like partway through that stream, like 2 hours in, it got kind of janky. And I was like, oh god, is this because of the stream? And then I played it offline, kind of going through the same, I started a new game just to be like, okay, is it the stream? Is it my computer? Like, what's going on? And even offline, without recording anything, there were those same moments that were really janky. Those certain rooms just tanked my FPS. So I was like, maybe my stuff's just not good enough right now, again. And I dropped a bunch of the settings too, but that's why I just bought it on PS5 and we finished it out. It was great. But yeah, I'd say track record wise, that being the only game, and it's like the newest game, that's pretty good. Right. Suggested playthroughs, love to see your take on the lore of Conan Exiles. Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. Conan Exiles. Did they do like an expansion recently? I never got into the game. I always thought it was an interesting concept. It was never a game that crossed my path. Let's see, 2070 Super. It was pretty fine for me. So you maybe had a 1060. Yeah, probably likely for Cyberpunk. They fight a release with a 9080, so I mean, maybe I just had bad luck, but also like playing and recording on the same computer is so aggressively demanding that I think I just have to have a lot of overhead in order to compensate. Let's see, Cyberpunk DLC is mandatory. Must be good then. Must be really good. Let's see. Hex6757 also found you from Undertale. Have my favorite playthrough of it. That's high praise. That's crazy. I thank you. That's so nice. Oh my god. Because I know the weight of Undertale, and I definitely do my best. Like with everything we do, right? Try to do them justice. So that, I appreciate that. That's huge. Let's see, 3082 match struggle. If you strained with ray tracing, but without it should be fine. I feel like ray tracing is just not worth the performance dip. Right? Even in the best case scenario, where I could like maybe do it. Like, it looks great. I imagine like it looks really good, especially now, because I remember trying ray tracing on my 2070 whack when that came out with Battlefield 1, and getting like 15 FPS wasn't really worth the reflections. But yeah, I'd probably rather have just like the smoother overall gameplay. Great. RE9 working on your PC, surely not because of the GPU. Your 3080 Ti is still very good. And that's what I was thinking. That's why I was so thrown off by it.
Live stream for viewers with visual or cognitive impairments. An iridescent hot pink bubble floats in shifting kinetic sand. A title over the bubble reads, Summer Game Fest begins in 13 minutes and 50 seconds.
I see what the description means now. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see how often that pops up. You know, it could be exciting. You know, not everybody listens to it with the audio description. But the thing is, with RE9 on PC, it's only certain rooms that were really like bringing it down. Because I replayed through most of the game up to Raccoon City on PC to just kind of like re-familiarize, and it was smooth through like majority of it. It was a few rooms in the care center that just, I think it's the way that it loaded in. It was just intense. Let's see, what games are you looking forward to the most? I don't even know what games would be shown here. That's the crazy thing, is I'd anything Resident Evil related, right? Hopefully something with RE9, and then which I don't even know, because we the Sony State of Play being so recent, it was the things that were kind of shown off there. Obviously, being Sony first person in a couple indies, like the God of War and Wolverine. If they didn't do a State of Play, I could have bet that they'd be here. But the fact that they already showed those off, I'm like, okay, those are off the table. So what are we gonna see? Based on how much time has gone by, I was saying it earlier, the industry is like probably something with the third part of Final Fantasy, the remake trilogy. If anything, at least a title reveal. I haven't played them yet.
For viewers with visual or cognitive impairments. An iridescent hot pink bubble floats in shifting kinetic sand. A title over the bubble reads, Summer Game Fest begins in 11 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah, the DLC is a story in the middle of the main game, but they weave it into the main game. Oh, that's kind of cool for Cyberpunk, the DLC. So, okay, so it's definitely like you could play it afterwards, but it weaves in enough to where you don't feel like you're ignoring the main game for the DLC. Vice versa. Goes through the audio description version of the stream. I am. We are on the audio description, because the other stream, every other version of it, including apparently like the IGN one and the official 4K Summer Game Fest stream, they changed the title, right? They apparently changed the title that had spoilers in it. So this was the only one, and I was sent this one. This was the only one that doesn't have any spoilers in the title. So I don't think the audio description should really be disruptive. I don't think it will be. But for the sake of avoiding any spoilers, and I'm sure you guys, most of you guys, if not some of you, right, have probably already seen what's going to show off. So this will be exciting. And for those who haven't, also exciting.
This is the audio description live stream for viewers with visual or cognitive impairments. An iridescent hot pink bubble floats in shifting kinetic sand. A title over the bubble reads, Summer Game Fest begins in 9 minutes and 50 seconds.
Iridescent. An iridescent bubble floating over kinetic sand. It's the only game. Cyberpunk is the only game I usually use the walk. Actually use the walk instead of jog when free roaming. I can see that with how immersive that city probably is. I can totally believe it. I was just trying by EU time, so I gotta go. Well, thanks for stopping by, United Penguin. Appreciate it. For a little bit. Okay, I think we're cruising. I think we're good. I think we can One last check for the audio. Like, this isn't too loud, right? I'm sure. Let me know once it actually starts too. If I got to turn it down or turn it up. But I think would be bad to skip a few minutes, right?
Visual effect.
It's a little fast forwarded time. Okay.
This.
Okay, 2-minute warning, everybody. Everybody, 2-minute warning. We got 2 minutes, and then we're on. Okay. For your last second, get your waters, get your seats. Because I guess this is going to be about like an hour and a half-ish, give or take. So we're gonna be locked in. Summer Games Fest 2026. I've avoided every single announcement and spoiler for this. I'll say it was kind of a happy coincidence, I guess, right? Having to not be online for like 2 days.
For viewers with visual or cognitive impairments.
To make this more
title
exciting.
Reads, Summer Game Fest begins in 1 minute. This is the audio description stream.
Okay, cool.
Summer
We're
Game
good.
Fest begins in 30 seconds.
All right, 20 seconds. This is it. Huge.
This is the audio description stream for viewers with visual or cognitive impairments. Summer Game Fest begins in 10 seconds.
Okay, 5, 3.
The
One.
countdown timer reaches 0. Text. The following program contains flashing lights and visual effects that may affect photosensitive viewers. Viewer discretion advised. ESRB rated everyone to mature 17+.
I didn't have to read that one. All right.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
On a large glossy black stage in front of a huge audience, Jeff Keighley strides on stage wearing a satiny maroon overcoat.
Satiny maroon.
He smiles at the multi-level audience.
Oh my. It's okay. It's like
Yes,
bonus
you
features.
guys are prepped and ready. It's a good one, don't worry. All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Summer Game Fest, gaming's biggest global showcase of what's next. You know, we started SGF back in 2020 because we didn't want to lose that magic moment every June when gamers around the world come together to hype ourselves about the future. New worlds, new stories, new characters, and yeah, maybe the return of some fan favorites too.
He smirks.
This is our 7th and biggest SGF. I have to say, guys, the magic is back. We have a great show for you today.
The enormous audience applauds.
Now, over the next 2 hours, we, alongside some of the world's most talented game developers, are going to show you why gaming's best days are right ahead of us. What I love about SGF is that we put platforms and rivalries aside. It doesn't matter where you play, everyone is welcome here today. And right now, everyone has a lot of games to play. As you can see behind me, in just the first 5 months of 2026, Steam saw a record-setting 9,265 new game releases.
A bar
That's
chart
up
appears.
from 7,800 last year. There are now more games and more creators than at any point in the history of this great medium. Now, sure, a cynic might look at those numbers and think, how can anyone possibly break through with their game? But then you look closer. So far this year, 14 new games are estimated to have sold more than 1 million copies on Steam. 10 of those, they come from independent publishers. Isn't that great?
Huge.
Titles appear on screens behind him.
Absolutely, and most of them were brand new IPs like Mugenics, Windrose, or Far Far West. That tells you something important. Players, you guys are hungry for new experiences. You want originality, games at different price points. And when developers take bold, creative swings, turns out you guys show up for them. Really great, so congratulations to all those games.
I was crazy,
He motions
right?
behind him.
Who would have thought?
Now, you know, some games, they become global blockbusters, but others actually find smaller, passionate communities that love them deeply. And today, both of those kinds of success matter. The truth is, not every game has to be for everyone. That's what makes this medium so exciting right now and makes SGF so rewarding. Because this show helps drive discovery. I hope you find your next favorite game today. So get ready to get wish listing. Should we get on with the show?
Let's go.
Okay.
A lot of
It's
stuff.
going to be a fun ride. So let's get started with our preview of what's ahead with our first announcement.
All right, getting right into it. Let's go.
Snow falls over a European city at night. A small car pulls onto a cobblestone street. Hands hold a map with a note written in French. In first person, they look toward double doors. They examine a buzzer and press the button for concierge. They press it again.
Oui? Qui est-ce? So, you're the American who called earlier.
An elderly
the
woman.
sister of the man on the third floor. Ah, welcome to Paris. It's so nice to meet you.
She shakes the woman's hand.
It's freezing. Come in. Come in. We don't want you to catch a cold.
The old woman beckons.
I hate to say it, but your brother is, well, quite odd. In we go.
They ascend to the third floor, and she opens a door into an apartment. Inside, it's completely dark. She turns on the lights, revealing a cluttered coffee table before a couch.
Mais quelle pagaille! He's made such a mess again.
The woman picks up a baseball cap.
I just cleaned it up a week ago. It's like a boulder rolled through here. Huh?
She smiles.
Ah, the delightful biscuit. I'm sure he won't notice if we help ourselves.
She picks up a box of cookies and smirks.
I'm so sorry. It must be the maintenance man from this morning. Won't be long. I'll bring some nice coffee to go with the biscuit.
The old woman sets down the cookies and then uses her cane to walk out of the apartment. The player examines scattered papers and a camera that lay on the coffee table. Several pills lie next to a blister pack and cigarettes. She picks up the cookies and turns them over. She notices an ashtray beside a lighter. She looks toward the door.
I mean, it looks good.
The peephole is covered. She moves
I don't
it
know if we
aside
trust
and
her,
looks
though.
through. The hallway beyond is empty. She leaves the peephole and opens the door. A hand grabs over her face. At night, moonlight shines over dark woods. Fans run in an industrial complex. A letter
Wait.
appears, V. Text appears on CRT displays. A second letter appears, E. A corpse lies with a handgun in hand.
Shut the fuck
A
up.
third letter appears to form the title R-E-V.
No.
Hands pull a hood on. An island sits just offshore. A blade presses into Claire Redfield's neck.
No shit.
Title.
Oh my God.
Veronica. Resident
They're actually
Evil
doing a remake of fucking Code Veronica. Oh my God.
Claire Redfield shines a flashlight on a floor. It passes over a pile of blood beside broken bottles. She follows drag marks of the blood to find a pair of feet and a zombie which attacks her.
Next
Text.
year?
Coming 2027 to PS5, Xbox, Steam, and Switch 2.
Oh
On
my
stage,
God,
Jeff
that's
Keighley.
amazing.
Capcom on a roll. What a way to kick off the show. Resident Evil Veronica revisits a classic title from the Resident Evil universe, reimagining the experience for today's players. Thank you to Takeuchi-san and Capcom for that incredible news.
That's
Now-
insane, just right out the gate.
Some surprise breaking news from one of the top independent game studios in the world.
That's crazy. I have so many things to say. This is my second favorite Resident Evil game.
A puppet sits behind a news desk.
I'm Cuphead here at Studio MDHR headquarters.
A straw
And today,
jiggles out of his
we
head.
have a special announcement for all of you. We're happy to confirm that development has begun on a brand new, hand-animated Cuphead video game.
He reads from
Wow.
papers.
The team is hard at work on this ambitious project, which will take Cuphead and friends on a fresh, exciting adventure.
Text, drawn using hands.
It's still in early stages, but we look forward to revealing more when the time is right. Well, from all of us here at Studio MDHR, thank you for...
Pretty
A red
cool.
I didn't
phone
know this was
jiggles.
plugged in.
He answers it.
Hello? Yes? Oh, indeed. Oh, you want me to tell them? Yes, I'll tell them. Yes, right now.
He hangs it up.
Well, it seems I have one more surprise. A small team within our studio has been working in secret on something completely different. This new project is a love letter to the era that brought us into the world of video games. We have prepared a sneak peek, and I'd say
He dons sunglasses.
it's pretty radical. Over here?
He points to a different camera.
Pretty radical.
Let's roll the clip.
He shies away.
All right.
Now in development at Studio MDHR. It's Mighty Cuphead Adventure.
The title appears on a CRT screen.
Oh, wow, look at
Platform
that.
shooter with arcade quality graphics and amazing sound. Mighty Cuphead Adventure.
Only from Studio MDHR.
Text,
Okay, that's kinda
currently in
quirky. I like
development.
that. That's
Modern
cool.
computer. Logo for Studio MDHR.
I still haven't played Cuphead.
On stage, Jeff.
You know,
I
I
love the
love my
aesthetic.
puppets.
That's great.
That was great. And there you have it. 2 brand new games from Studio MDHR up in Canada with Mighty Cuphead Adventure, a true 8-bit action platformer coming to consoles and PC, and then a brand new hand-animated Cuphead game has been confirmed too. Great news. All right. Well, now please join me in welcoming my
for all
co-host
of us.
and partner in a new game discovery website called Looking for Game. It's Lucy James, everyone.
Lucy walks on stage wearing a long, asymmetrical royal blue evening gown.
Thanks, Jeff. I am thrilled to be back here at Summer Game Fest, and I'm excited to share in so many incredible announcements. Now, this next one is very special for me. It's a game we've all been waiting to see for a long time.
A long time.
Tall grasses shiver in high winds as bare tree limbs twist through 3 thick sheets of rain. Text, 20th Century Games. In the distance, red and white signal lights shine atop a tall structure. They blink
Okay.
through the rain. Text, Sega. More fires flicker beside a crash site. Text appears, one line at a
No.
time. Creative assembly. Subtitles, your mistake. It was expensive. Spiny trees are silhouetted in the rain. Lightning flashes outside the windows of a crashed vessel. Subtitles. That's
Oh my
something the
God,
company
it is.
rarely forgives. CRT screens and lights flicker on in the vessel. Subtitles. This is your last chance.
Holy
A lighted
shit.
table is flanked by alcoves. In the forest, a parked truck's headlights cut through the rain. Hazard lights flash. A lit flamethrower lies on the floor.
Do you understand?
In first person, someone descends a ladder.
Yes,
Hands pull a lever.
I understand.
Near the flamethrower, blood is spattered over a bulkhead door. Grating covering a vent is bent outward as though something burst out of it. A segmented tail slides past. An android's torso convulses. A person opens their eyes. A xenomorph parts its pharyngeal jaws. A title flickers into place.
Yes.
Alien
Finally.
Isolation 2.
My God. I know the audio
Wishlist now on
description's not great,
Xbox, PS5, Switch 2, and Steam.
That's
Hi, I'm Al Holmes, Creative
Shit.
Director of Alien Isolation 2.
And I'm Anna Sopikova, Art Director of Alien Isolation 2.
On behalf
oh my God.
They both
so
beam.
of the
cool.
whole survival team at Creative Assembly, we're very excited to share our return to the survival horror genre. It's been 12 years since we released the first Alien Isolation, and we're continuing what we started, creating an authentic new chapter which builds on that core isolation experience of escaping the terrifying, unkillable, relentless alien.
And this time, we're unleashing the alien on an unsuspecting colony world. From the claustrophobic confines of the colony itself to the exposed and storm-ravaged landscape surrounding it, Kurosaki Station is a new hunting ground for the ultimate apex predator. Players will face a desperate struggle to survive and escape, and we cannot wait to show you more in the future. Thanks.
They both nod.
God, the way that it's like your mistake.
Jeff walks
and all-
back on stage.
This is the same alien, isn't it?
Thanks so
from the first
much,
game?
Anna and Al. Today, we are honored to have one of gaming's true visionaries here with us in the audience. For more than 2 decades, his work has reminded us that games can be emotional and deeply human. From Eco to Shadow of the Colossus to The Last Guardian, he has left an unforgettable mark on this medium. Please join me in recognizing the legendary Fumito Ueda-san. Ueda-san, great to see you.
He waves from the audience.
And now, let's talk about his next game. A few years ago, we gave you an early glimpse at Ueda-san's next game, then known as Project Robot.
Yep.
Well, now, it's time to step deeper into the mysterious, unsettling, and epic world that marks Ueda's first game in a decade. Let's take a look.
He motions to the screens behind him.
Huge fan of Shadow of the Colossus.
Logos for Project Robot and Gen Design. Text, Epic Games Publishing presents. A new journey from the creators of Eco, Shadow of the Colossus, and more.
Love The Last Guardian, too.
A decaying cyborg lifts itself upright from sand. Calm waters glimmer in dim sunlight. Abandoned structures stand tall above buttes. The figure, now carrying a rifle on its back and wearing a cloak, looks over its shoulder at us. An enormous robotic eye scans it. Another decaying robot's head hovers through various weather patterns and in. At dusk and in sunlight. The gigantic robot's head finally arrives at its body, which slowly eases itself upright from a seashore. The head hovers into place as the much smaller robot watches from the ground. The enormous robot lifts a structural column. Later, the smaller robot fires at swarms from the back of a speeding tank. More giant robots' heads lower into place. The smaller robot jetpacks around one. A megastructure lights up. A rocket booster takes off. Gameplay, third-person shooter and platformer. 2 of the robots battle.
Okay, this looks cool. This looks pretty interesting.
Title appears, Gen Atlas.
Gen
Wishlist
Atlas.
now on Epic, PS5, and
It looks
Xbox
like
platforms.
The Last
Does that
Guardian,
look
where the
incredible?
robot kind of follows
All
around.
right. I
It can
cannot wait
do
for
things.
Gen Atlas. Thank you, Ueda-san. All right, well, next we travel to the east, to China, circa 848 AD. Blood Message is a cinematic single-player action-adventure game from NetEase. You are a messenger who embarks on a perilous eastward odyssey with your son, fighting against impossible odds.
An eye stares unblinkingly. The eye belongs to a small ceramic.
Okay, real quick, do you guys want me to try to find one that doesn't have the audio description? Because I think I can. I think I have another one. So this one was specifically picked because it didn't have spoilers in the title, but there may be another one. One second, let me see. Otherwise, we can continue with this one, but I didn't realize how much description was going to be over it. Okay, I think actually this one might be okay. Let me... Okay, we might be in business. Okay. Okay. All right.
Does that look incredible?
Is it too loud? Let me know.
Oh, all right. I cannot wait for Gen Atlas. Thank you, Ueda-san. All right, well, next we travel to the east, to China, circa 848 AD. Blood Message is a cinematic single-player action-adventure game from NetEase. You are a messenger who embarks on a perilous eastward odyssey with your son, fighting against impossible odds.
Okay, here we go.
河西始于吐蕃50余载，意气分歧，却从未有人坚守如我等之久。今日天枪大捷，以寡破众，陪对着当即首功。好剑，又进近了，
该你了。
阿爷，大人们说，只要河西归唐，你不打仗，也能守住我们的家。
再不投降，全部杀光！是死不降！
Okay, here we go.
由来征战地，不见有人还。
Blood message. It looks really cool. Like visually impressive. Also.
就再也不用怕没有家了。
I mean, the cinematics look good, but hands-on. Okay. Let's see what it actually plays like. 'Cause
Now, please welcome a game developer who is visiting the US for the first time in 2 decades. From RGG Studio, it's Masayoshi Yokoyama.
Stranger Than Heaven.
こんにちは、横山です。本日はストレンジャーズ・ヘブンについて新しい発表がございます。まずはこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Hello everyone, this is Yokoyama. Today, we have an exciting new update about Stranger Than Heaven. First, please take a look at this.
調べたぞ、お前らのこと。海の向こうじゃアジア人ってんでのけ者にされて。日本じゃ毛頭扱い。俺は何人なんだって何度も思ったろ。敵討ちか。つまらねえことに人生使ってんな、大統領。
この件にけじめをつけねえと俺の人生始まらねえんだ。
Like a Yakuza game? In a way? Like gameplay-wise? Oh shit! He's back! January? Oh, we're halfway there.
Crazy! Yokoyama, we got a lot to talk about, but first of all,
what is this game?
We have a release date!
本作の発売日は2027年1月15日となります。そして先ほどのトレーラーには新しいキャストも情報が含まれていましたが、その件に関してはこの方に語ってもらいましょう。
Stranger Than Heaven will be released on January 15th, 2027. As you may have noticed in the trailer, we revealed some interesting new cast members. To tell you more about that, I'd like to bring out a special guest.
Please welcome Snoop Dogg.
Oh my god. You know what? Oh, he's in the game too. All right.
Good. Snoops, everyone's talking about this game.
What a twist.
It's so good to have you here, man.
That's crazy.
So you teaming up with Yokoyama. Tell us, how does this happen? Why do you want to work with RGG?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Sega. I've been playing that game since it first came out, and, you know, to be associated with such a great game and such a great person like this and the team that they put together, it's an amazing, you know, feat for me, so I'm happy to be a part of it.
Now, we got to talk about what just announced in this trailer. How's Tupac being a part of this?
You know, the Tupac estate and my son and myself, we work very closely together, so it just made sense to put him in this game because his likeness and his spirit still lives on, and I just feel like it was so connected to what we're doing. So, what y'all think?
Game looks insane. I'm sure you got more surprises in there too. I know the song sounds great. Well, we're looking forward to hearing more on Stranger Than Heaven. I also want to ask you, though, about something a couple years ago at TGA, you and Cordell talked about. Death Row Games is something that you guys want to do. Any updates on what's happening there, DRG?
Yes, sir. Death Row Games, you know, we're building a hip-hop gaming universe, bringing an authentic culture to life, you know what I'm saying? And we just got a lot of plans that we're planning on actually bringing to life in the next, you know, couple of months.
Okay, well, we'll hopefully hear more on that soon.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Snoop Dogg. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Yokoyama-san, Jamil, appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Fantastic.
Well, all right. That's certainly going to be
More
something.
crazy stuff to come. All right, next
Why?
we're
I could
excited
never
to announce
predicted
the stunning debut title from a new studio in Sweden. Hex is an open-world action-adventure game from key creators behind The Division and Little Nightmares. You brave the wild north as researchers stranded in a mind-bending, player-shaped procedural world. This is a very cool game. Take a look.
Interesting combination of team experience. Player co-op. Is this an extraction game? Hex. This is, I mean, it looks interesting. Do you use those to like generate dungeons? Or dungeons, you know what I mean.
I can't wait to see more from Hex. It looks absolutely stunning. We have much more SGF to come, but first on June 14th, Dead by Daylight is celebrating its 10th anniversary. Watch this closely because here's a little tease of what's ahead. What the fuck?
How old are you now?
Dead by Daylight. What's this? What is it? Lords of the Fallen? I respectfully decline this invitation. Oh shit. Oh my god, they got the Bard class. No, I might actually have to try that. I played the original back in the day. It was okay. I heard that they're a lot better with the redo. Hold on. It's like Desert of Eve. Wait, this is actually kind of cool. So you like build your own moving castle. Sand Raiders of Sophie. That's kind of neat.
Is it dangerous? Edward. Privateering. Is it dangerous?
Assassin's Creed. I will say this one actually does look really good.
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
I bought the original with the intent to play it, but now there's the remake, so now I'm conflicted.
We do not plunge headlong into folly on the orders of a single madman, but act according to our own collective madness. So I'll put it to the vote. All those in favor of storming this cove and taking this ship, stomp and shout aye!
It looks really cool as a pirate game. I don't know how it hits as an Assassin's Creed
feel it,
game,
Addy?
but
we're moments away from the grandest prize
a lot
of
of
all.
players.
After you, Captain. Path ahead is dangerous. After you, Captain. Path ahead is dangerous.
Don't save me a spot in hell, Shaka. I ain't coming soon.
Welcome back to
cool.
SGF. That was Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, which is arriving July 9th. Now it's time for the
Literally a
announcement
month
of a
from now.
game that reunites one of the best action game developers in the world with a legendary franchise.
It's a tall order. I actually don't know what this could be. Oh shit. The TMNT music started playing. I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Okay, that could be kind of cool.
You guys having
Obviously,
fun
we have to
yet?
see gameplay, but
We are just getting started, believe it or not. All right, well, that's another TMNT game from Platinum Games, and I cannot wait to learn more about Last Ronin.
Damn.
Now, please welcome two-time TGA loser for Expedition 33 and Final Fantasy 16. It's Ben Starr, who voices the Visitor in Fortnite.
Ben Starr, that's the guy from Fortnite.
Hello, Summer Game Fest. For the past little while, I have had the incredible opportunity to step into the world of Fortnite as the Visitor. And today, I finally get to share a glimpse of where that journey is heading next. We've been working on this for a long time. A new season is about to begin, and everything is about to change. Let me show you what's coming in Fortnite's next season, Runners, launching later tonight.
See, this is going to help his career take off. This is where it starts.
The hunt for power breeds chaos. And that chaos is spreading with these sprites. Creatures born from 0-point energy. They can make you stronger, faster, more dangerous. No one can resist that kind of power.
Fortnite PEDs.
So we must secure them.
That's right, snatch them all up. See, I only ever played Fortnite one time, and I did extend it like a minute. For like one video on the show. Shit, they have this already. Incredible.
Now, if you're wondering how we end up on this new island, you'll have to jump into the Shattered event happening live inside Fortnite right after Summer Game Fest. This season, we asked every player to choose a side. And in the live event, that choice changes your experience. It has all been building to this moment. The party starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, but the doors open early. And trust me, you'll want to stay to the very end of the event. I've got a little surprise waiting for you.
I think their stream is a little desynced.
You chose your side. This ends now.
Intense. They got the Lich King in there. Hardcore.
Now it's time for a special announcement from Bandai Namco about one of the most influential sci-fi franchises ever created.
On Earth, mankind measured time by seasons, not sirens. For a moment, the future felt promising.
They're inside! They're inside!
Out here, that promise is a lie. Every breath taken is inside an armored shell.
Oh, I think Gundam, but it might. Is it? I don't know.
The darkness coming for us. It remembers one man. The pilot.
The Armored Core supposed to be Gundam. This feels very Armored Core. But it could be, I don't know. I mean, it looks sick. It is kind of real goldish.
Find me. I'm here.
Finally, another Gundam game. It looks good.
Thousands of games launch every year, so finding your next favorite can be tough. That's why I'm launching my new newsletter, Looking for Game. Thank you. I'll be curating and selecting games that deserve your attention every week and sending demos and exclusive playtest invites straight to your inbox. Head over to lookingfor.game to sign up with player.gg. Speaking of fun, unexpected games, this next title comes from a solo developer, Adrian Mulero from Spain. It is a co-op physics game about two geese and one very fragile egg.
Okay, Honky, ready to be a parent?
Sure, don't worry. This is a piece of cake.
Be careful with our little baby.
Now see, this looks stressful.
Don't drop it, don't drop it. Careful.
Be careful with our little baby.
Don't drop it, don't drop it. Careful, careful. To left.
Oh God.
Your other left.
Okay, new plan.
Oh, that's not
This is
good.
a good one. Are you listening to me?
What
And get
is
hats.
this? It's way too hard.
Watch out with our baby. If we work together, I know we can do it.
How? This is extremely hard.
This gives you like, this is the same like
gosh,
stress
that
of like
looks really
Overcooked.
hard. Maybe if we look for some more people, it would be easier. This really is an extremely hard game.
There we go.
Congrats, Adrian. What a fun game.
Month and a half away.
All right, now it is time for a debut game from a veteran team of developers who come from Naughty Dog and Infinity Ward and other amazing studios. Over the past half-decade, they've quietly been working on an ambitious new project. Here is the global announcement.
People are endlessly disappointing. They're greedy. They're cruel. They lie. They're bullies.
Thanks, dogs. Yeah, I got one of them.
So that's what I say when I look at someone like you. Bully.
See, that's where we're different. I genuinely like most people.
Oh, well, then you're truly a sick fuck.
We need to move. They'll be coming for you.
Coming for us. You're not one of them anymore.
Yeah, well, that's temporary. Just like you and me.
You guys don't understand the real threat. Not like we do.
If I go to work with my enemy to survive, so be it. For now,
that's kind of interesting.
Either we fight those things together, or die alone.
Twisty.
Hang up the phone. No. Do not touch him.
we fight together or die alone.
I wonder if it plays like a way out, right? Like where each of you is like one or the other. Crossfire.
For over 18 years, Jacob and I have developed character-driven games with the goal of thoroughly connecting design and story. In Crossfire, two opposing operators must form a temporary alliance. Depending on one another is their only chance of survival.
To support this narrative, we completely rethought how cover and traversal work together and created a system that rewards tactical thinking, stealth, and repositioning. It's called Adaptive Cover. With Adaptive Cover, our player character Layla dynamically adjusts her stance to react to the complex terrain and the enemy's line of sight. It fundamentally changes your relationship with the environment and becomes an active skill to master.
Shout out to our amazing team at That's No Moon, who are meticulously crafting Crossfire. It's for all of you who, like us, love high-agency, single-player, story-driven games. Thank you.
Intrigued. I mean, it looks visually impressive, gameplay-wise. I feel it could be kind of neat.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Jacob and Taylor. Now, last year at the Game Awards, we introduced the next game from Remedy Entertainment. Here's a new look at the mind-bending world of Control Resonant.
Here we go. Control Resonant. A game series I have yet to get into.
It's been 7 years. The oldest house has fallen. Everything we tried to contain is now loose in the streets of Manhattan. This was caused by a new type of hostile resonance. It is beyond anything that we can currently measure. It's all quite terrifying. And fascinating.
I mean, it looks crazy. what's happening. It's cool.
All we can do is dig deeper. Keep searching for the solutions in every way we can. Before it's too late.
So 3 months
Right
away.
now, it's time for another Summer Game Fest exclusive, the announcement of the next game in a storied franchise.
Yeah, we're just going one after another. Oh, what is this?
We all have our own reasons for coming to this vast frontier.
I initially thought this was going to be something like
But for
Canaan.
our guild, we who protect this land, one reason stands above all others.
MMO.
Our wonder.
What?
You
Modern
feel it too?
evolution of
We see it in your eyes. Wonder at the astonishing power that shapes this land of awe. At the great spirits to whom we are bound. At the gods who hold dominion over all. We cannot guarantee your comfort or even your safety. But if you yearn for horizons unexplored, for fellowship and purpose, for a cause worth dying for, to you, we can promise magic.
Guild Wars 3. That's huge. Oh my god. Has the Guild Wars 2 been out for like 100 years? I've never played Guild Wars 1 or 2. I heard 1 was pretty cool, then 2 being the MMO.
To everyone watching both here and live online around the world, I'm Colin Johansson, the studio head at ArenaNet, and I want to thank you for watching the exclusive first look at our upcoming game.
Wild.
The time is right for the next evolution of the MMORPG, and that game is Guild Wars 3.
I've heard that before. We'll see. Hey, this is pretty.
Glad
This is
you
a
all
huge
agree.
step.
Guild Wars 3 is an epic world that is both beautiful and fun to explore, where the joy of movement is powered by your character's momentum, and combat will usher in an entirely new type of MMO experience. By launching on PC and PlayStation 5, we're inviting the biggest audience yet to experience the world of Guild Wars. We're so excited to welcome all of you to join our Guild Wars community. Go to guildwars3.com to sign up for our newsletter right now. Thank you.
I mean, the fact that they're launching it on consoles too, that's pretty big.
Thanks, Colin. Get ready to blast across the galaxy with daring races, dangerous rivals, and some very familiar faces. Star Wars Galactic Racer is coming this October. And now it's time to head to a brand new planet, Dervan Akos. Now this is pod racing.
So many hours spent on the N64.
Welcome
Pod racing.
to Dervan Akos. Where champions
So this
are
looks great.
born and losers annihilated. My sources say you've been making friends amongst our fellow League pilots.
Racers don't go head-to-head against Sebulba. Legends do.
They are not your friends.
I've seen you at Kestar's side.
Stay out of my way.
Oh, this is the dream shape.
Oh my god, it looks so good. Like, it's exactly what I wanted to look like. And they're because they're including other racers, not just pod racers. But they're including pod racers.
Why they call Kestar Pool the champion. The golden age of the Galactic League begins now.
October. Oh man, it's almost coming to everything. Maybe Switch eventually, but. This is weird. End of Abyss. Kind of reminding me of like Little Nightmares, but a little bit creepy. I like it. Cool. Oh, interesting. Oh, survival crafter. All right. Okay. Well, that's I like the water part. Freaky. Last Harbor. Okay, that's pretty neat.
A few years ago, we announced Sega's
more,
plans to bring back many of its classic franchises, including Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi. Another one is Virtua Fighter. Today, we've got your first ever look at the surprising scale and scope of the next installment. This is Virtua Fighter Crossroads.
That's a name I've not heard in a long time. Virtua Fighter comeback. Custom character.
Your ex? Hey, I've got an idea for you.
Hey, Asiello. Bet you're hungry after this morning, huh? Same as usual?
Your sister's really taking this whole job thing seriously, huh, Divina?
I know.
They really weren't kidding about this being a fighting town.
We're all fuck-ups. Otherwise, we wouldn't be living in Villa Sapara.
Kill them all! Hey, it's me.
There he is!
Shit.
This is not gonna blow over, Cielo! You fucked with the Chinese mafia!
It's more than a fighting game.
One more move and I'll cut her fucking head off!
All right, just take it easy.
That's your
Madam Sue?
You play the part of a fighter, but you are lacking in kung fu.
Rise over the cries, city of blood, sweat, and survivors. Lives rolling like dice. Once you're inside, there's no surrender.
That's Pai Chan!
Who's Pai Chan?
What?
Okay, I might actually check
It's
that
been
one out. That's pretty rad.
25 years since RuneScape was born, and
Very cool.
20 years tomorrow that Duriel 321 wreaked havoc in Falador. Finally,
it's a
this
little off-sync
legendary
again.
universe is coming to console with RuneScape Dragon Wilds, playable now on PC in early access. Here's a new look.
I thought about getting into this one, but
few survive the land
so many
of
crappy
dragons.
games already.
But some seek more than survival. They fight. They adapt. They build. They stride boldly into the unknown, claiming dominion and forging their legend.
I mean, visually it looks really good. Nature's belly is. See, I want to play this. This looks great. Orbitals. Love the art style. But see, I only have a Switch 1, so I don't even know if I can. Might be able to Switch 2.
In ebbing spring, the skies will clot. Our shedding seeds made piles of rot. Odions cast with tempers rare. Red minnows squirm in tainted clay. Three virtues known, not all recast. For wrath, and doom, and death. Our last. Find me, Fawn, or I'll find you.
Soul for that's okay. That's right. I haven't heard anything about this game in so long. Soul Frame. Made by the team.
Welcome to Brook Hollow Park.
It's okay, they're not actually monsters. We're just a lot smaller now.
Clever girl.
This game looked fun.
You're looking at a
I don't really
living
play it with,
fossil.
Definitely looks more fun with.
Hey guys, you're gonna want to see this.
Please tell me that was your stomach.
2?
Hold on to your buggies for a survival epic 65 millimeters in the making.
What the hell did we get ourselves into?
Big lizard. Well, small lizard. Grounded 2. Ooh. Expansion. Hell yeah.
Some guys leave it to luck.
1819.
Let it ride on a roll of the dice. Not me. You can have all the luck in the world. But what matters is the choice you make. when the cards are on the table.
Oh shit, they're actually doing an expansion. That's awesome. Mafia: The Old Country, Man of Honor. I wanted to play that game too.
Yes, that was indeed a young Don Salieri from the original Mafia. Man of Honor expands Enzo's journey in Mafia: The Old Country this August. Okay, can you imagine working on something for 16 years of your life? Back in 2010, the creator of Assassin's Creed set out on a journey to build his next time-bending epic. Today, after many twists and turns, it is finally time for Patrice Désilets to invite you in to his new world.
I was born to be the collector. To protect a world I cannot be a part of. Destined to be feared for what I am. It is my fate. I have devoted my life to facing them. Those granted the power to raise souls. Those corrupted by their gifts. Tilting the ancient balance toward cataclysm.
Very witchy.
But at last, their debt is due.
Very witchy. Witchler.
Every choice, every breath has led me to this moment. As the moon bears witness, I take the first step. My time has come. I am ready.
1666 Amsterdam. I like the vibe. Pretty rad.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, everyone. 1666 has been a monumental and emotional journey. David Lynch once said, "The film is the talking." That's how I feel today about the game. Instead of explaining features, I'll simply say this. As of right now, the prologue is free to download on Steam and Epic Games Store.
Oh my god. Okay. Hands on.
It's a 30-minute story experience and amuse-bouche, if you will. I'll leave you with a glimpse of what's to come when the game launches on early access later this year. Join us for the journey. Merci and panache Kaolis.
Okay, that's cool. Okay. Very neat. You can actually get hands-on with it. Oh, we have the cat. Okay, wait a minute. This could actually be really cool. Hold on.
Thank you, Patrice. Still to come, we've got a lot of great announcements for you, including a special surprise guest. Who's that?
Oh my god. What is...
Wait, that's Billy from Saw? Hey, Billy.
Hello, Jeff Keighley.
Hello.
I want to play a game.
Oh, you want to play a game? Well, that's great. We're here at Summer Game Fest. This is all about playing games. It's perfect.
Roll the tape.
You heard the puppet. Roll the tape.
A Saw game? Oh wait, wasn't there one on like the PS2 way back when?
100 years have passed since the genesis of your legacy. They call you a monster, but I call you a prophet. Pain is our only true path to redemption. It strips away the lies that people tell themselves. Only then do they get to see what really makes them tick. A sacrifice must always be paid in blood. Live or die.
All right.
Your book, bound in blood, inspires those who are worthy.
What the fuck?
The spiral bleeds ever deeper.
3v1
Let the games
multiplayer.
begin.
Ooh. So you can saw your friends.
War's end approaches. Humanity's fate will be determined by one final sacrifice.
Oh, that's crazy looking.
We are ready to bleed, Bearer. Are you?
The veil between realms is unraveling.
That's a big sword. I'm in. What is this?
Or death. You alone will decide.
Lords of the Fallen 2. Wishlist now.
Oh, that's the second one. Damn. Okay, wait a minute. That actually looks really cool.
That's right, Lords of the Fallen 2 is also coming to Steam this fall. Next up is a brand new game from BitReactor, a studio formed by some of the most experienced developers in the tactics genre. This is Star Wars Zero Company.
Oh, we're seeing this too? Okay, great.
Intelligence was just briefed of Separatist fleet massing in the Serralona system.
Then we need to make our move.
Been waiting so long.
You got someone?
Strategy. Or what is it, the XCOM style?
What do you got for me, Bennett?
Word Silius. Coil's been spotted meeting with local gangsters. Find out what they're up to.
I've been tracking Fathom for months. She's at the center of it all.
All right, let's get a team together.
See, I want to like this game. It looks really, man. Maybe I'm easily impressed, but I just...
all kinds of folks.
It looks... I like the style of gameplay, and it looks good.
Ex-noble, ex-cons, and we're better for it. We're almost there. We just gotta finish this job.
There we go!
General Skywalker.
No shit. Okay, wait a minute. I mean, you didn't have... I was already convinced, but no. Now I got us.
A little surprise at the end there. All right, dark fantasy has always been about one thing, the monster within. And today, one of Europe's most ambitious studios is ready to take you into a brutal new world where vampires have emerged from hiding.
Come in.
Oh, shit! The box. Please.
That's all you, man.
What the hell?
Yeah, get out of here. I just work for Amazon. What are we talking about?
You don't give up easy, eh?
Neither do I. You certainly have reasons to hate me.
Oh, this is part of Dawn.
My son, you've ruined my life. We crave the same thing.
Evil? Am I evil? They adore me. You're a pawn in Brentius's hand, nothing more.
This won't end well for you.
I've done the unthinkable for my own family.
Determination is not enough to cheat your fate, Dawnwalker.
How many innocents did you drain dry? Maybe we aren't so different after all.
It looks so good. If you haven't seen it, we did a deep dive. We watched the deep dive. It was like 40 minutes on the channel. Like it definitely looks like a very cool
everyone.
game.
My name is Konrad Tomaszkiewicz, and I'm the game director of The Blood of Dawnwalker. What you just saw was an invitation to join us on an adventure. Adventure through eras and cultures in our story-driven open-world dark fantasy saga. The first part, a CGI, shows where our saga leads to, a present-day adventure. The gameplay segment that followed is from our current game, and it's an origin story of Cohen. I hope you will have as much fun playing our game as we had making it. Thank you, and have a great rest of the show.
Can't wait to see it soon. Yeah, the modern day at the beginning, it kind of threw me for a second. How does that work into everything?
Thanks, Conrad. Next, the creators of Among Us have been hard at work on a new project.
Among Us 2.
And today we're revealing it for the first time.
A new standalone game. Among Us Solo. I never would have seen it coming.
From
My
the
God.
Among Us TV series, please welcome Yvette Nicole Brown and Liv Hewson.
Wait, did they say TV series?
Hello, Summer Game Fest! Hey! We are so excited about the future of Among Us. As crew members ourselves, our task is sharing even more good news about the animated series.
That's crazy.
Yvette?
Oh my God.
Look, I know fans have been dying for updates, but there's a dead body right there. And the imposter could be any one of us. I think this calls for an emergency meeting.
So you'd rather call a meeting than complete our task? That's suspicious. I'll have to report this to Mira HQ.
No, I mean, I don't think there's any need.
Take it up with admin. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Get hyped for chaos, betrayal, and more in the Among Us series. Enjoy.
Now this is surprising.
Crewmates, our fellow mates of crew, hath perished. They would have
Why are you talking so weird?
Can you let me
but I just don't understand why you're...
The official cause of death, acute ripping off of the face. One dead crewmate, that's an oopsie. 3 makes it a murder mystery.
Any one of us could be the killer.
Was it you?
Whoever smelt it dealt it.
If only there was someone who could take charge. Wow, that was a lot of screaming.
Green, blue, orange, purple, white, brown, yellow, lime, cyan, black. hot one. What's back there?
Oh, really?
We have to kill the imposter!
We're so happy to have you among us. Or is it amongst us? I always forget.
You got a title. Yeah, crazy. Revolutionary.
Would you believe me if I said some of our biggest surprises at SGF are still to come? Stay tuned. And it turns out there's more coming from one of this year's best reviewed games, 007 First Light. Here's a first tease of a new story mission coming later this year.
We've received an urgent call from Aleph, James. King Bavma requests MI6's help with a matter most sensitive, and he's asked for you, personally.
I really want to play this
Our
too.
alliance with Bavma is fragile at best, but if he has what he claims to have, well, M figures the reward is well worth the risk. Go back to Aleph and find out what this is all about. Best of luck, 007.
Ooh. Will. Oh, they're bringing Final Fantasy 14 to the Switch. That's actually kind of impressive. Turok Origins. I actually do want to play that too. That looks cool. More stuff on all platforms. Come on.
Brothers, the time is finally here. I know it's been difficult. All these years, the unbelievers mocked you for your faith. Tonight, we shall show everyone how wrong they were. Sleeper, awaken!
The Gothic remake. That's what. Oh my god, I haven't heard about that in a long time too. That's crazy. That's awesome. I gotta play that. I never played the original. What is that? Flashing. A lot of wings. Kind of cool. Oh my god, isn't it the MMO? That's crazy they're making a second.
I'm looking
the
to
first
find
one,
the source of the disturbance and end it.
that was like shut
To do that,
down for-
I need a complete
wow.
picture.
Maybe this is
Unexpected.
all a brain dance, a simulation?
Time to knock the rust off!
Maybe the two of you really are from another universe.
It's like a Cyberpunk spin-off game?
Run. I'll erase you at the finish line. Deleting your ass.
Come on! Eat less! Loser!
I can feel it. That Nightmare Tacit Discord is looking for us.
Lucy!
Oh wait, it's a Wuthering Waves crossover? It's not just skids, they actually did stuff. Wow.
That was a look at what's
Honestly,
ahead
kind
for
of cool,
Wuthering Waves and its collab with Cyberpunk Edgerunners on June 8th. Now, if you want to track all the games shown today, head to player.gg/SGF to see the full lineup and wishlist your favorites across all platforms.
Definitely an unexpected
right
crossover.
now, it's time for news on a massive expansion coming to a franchise that's that has been on this stage before.
That could be anything, Jeff. Capcom. Okay. Monster Hunter? Yeah, it's Monster Hunter. Aside from the performance of Monster Hunter recently,
Wyverian negated the
Capcom's
weight of
been
buildings and melted
killing
the sky.
I can't stop wondering, how can all this exist up amongst the clouds?
Oh, that's neat. Another Rathalos.
They can affect the environment with just their presence. A moving natural disaster.
Too powerful to tame. Too difficult to reproduce. Sounds like an elder dragon.
Monster Hunter Wilds. Ascendance. I would love to play it, but it plays terribly on my computer. So I hope they work out or have worked out the performance. A massive expansion. We do like to see support. Requires the base game.
You know it's all for nothing. Still you press on.
Obsession! Step in a dream!
Oh, it's a boss, okay.
Soul Raping Squall! Sky Sprouting! Halberds from the vessel! To hand, see the trick I planned!
Guess you can't jump.
Empty-handed I come, go, feast your Blades of war!
Ooh, summons, that's cool. It's a big boy. I just realized Master of Cantrip. It's just Firebolt. Okay, that's kind of cool. You could kind of do a combo with your little summon guy.
You know not your place!
Oh, where'd he go?
Dream
Oh.
is over.
Swords of Legends.
Take your time. Enjoy.
I need to see where like the sword combat was like okay.
That was a new look at gameplay from
Everything else
Swords
looked kinda
of
cool.
Legend, a fantasy action RPG. There you saw a boss fight against Kong Kong Zi, with each move pulled from real centuries-old Chinese magic tradition. Now, how about a little
It's real
toy
magic.
car magic? Get ready for lots of loop-de-loops and massive jumps with the announcement of the biggest Hot Wheels racing game yet.
The biggest. I played the first one. I thought it was really fun. I didn't get the second one. And we got a third one. Is it like a Lego City? Lego City Hot Wheels? Oh my god, it actually is. Like an open city. It's just how we imagined it. Infinite Rush. 3 months to go. Kind of cool. I wonder how much they're gonna do with the Sonic. Will they do crossovers?
Let's do it.
Oh shit. Okay, wait a minute. SpongeBob, Avatar, and Godzilla. Oh shit. Evangelion? Sonic Pico Park. Still going fast. I will forever love Sonic.
Happy anniversary, Sonic, and happy birthday, Sega. All right, now the
Crazy.
world premiere of a project that depicts the entire story of a famous anime from beginning to end. Dedicate your heart to this.
Anime, beginning to end. Oh, another Attack on Titan game. But they're actually going through the whole story. This feels like spoilers. Okay, it actually kind of looks like.
やっぱり巨人って素晴らしいな。
後のことは仲間に託す。俺たちはどうすれば報われるんだ。
この目で奴らが捧げた命の行方を見届ける。
ありがとう。ごめん。さよなら。
Pretty rad. So I guess if you never got into it before, you just jump to the third one.
From many of the creative leaders behind Forza Horizon comes a new cinematic open-world driving experience. Set in Monaco and the French Riviera, where the worlds of pro and underground street racing collide, this is Clutch from Maverick Games.
Ooh. I read like 90% of the Attack on Titan manga. I never watched the anime.
We have 2 drivers dead. 3 more in intensive care.
Intense.
I'm done. My friend said you can help me.
Some people are meant to be outlaws, Theo. Think about it.
I did all that for you to get out of trouble. Now I'm in deeper than when I started. I can't be taking risks like this. I'm a lead driver in the R1K.
I've tried to help you. I'm not going to jail for you.
Oh shit. Alright. Intense. High octane.
The dead won't rise. But their sons will. Plant fear or respect. You'll harvest one.
Oh, it's a... That's a lot of detail. You could like take control of like an individual and be like in there as well as like command it. Chronicles Medieval. I can already feel my computer struggling, but that shit looks really cool.
We have lots more Summer Game Fest ahead, and trust me, you definitely will want to stick around. Right now, here's a new look at Sea of Remnants from NetEase.
Sea of Remnants? Oh, by NetEase.
Wake up laughing, half a mess, wrong direction, no regrets. Every face feels out of line, that's how I know they're all mine. We don't fit and we don't care, broken chunks and broken air. They say grow up at your age, we're just out another flame. Make it out, don't look back, burn this moment till it cracks. If this one won't let us stay, we'll steal this night. Make it loud. Say we're lost, say we're strange, say we'll fade and drift away. But if memory lets us choose, I'll remember all of you. Hands up, shout it out loud, laughing over the doubt. If tomorrow cleans the slate, let tonight decide on it. Make it out, feel the hand. This 1 second, this is it. I don't need a perfect past, just a spark we're holding fast. Make it out, don't look back, even if it doesn't last. If I lose it all someday, I'll keep this moment. Make it loud.
Damn.
In a world.
The song was a banger.
In a room. On a shelf?
Not sure what the game's about. Interesting.
Guys,
Is it me, or is there something off with this one?
Yeah, he seems different. Has he always had that mustache? He doesn't have a mustache. Oh, yeah.
Hey, buddy, what's your deal?
Howdy. Name's Ryu. What's all this mess about me being different?
Well, look at that. He sounds different, too.
What in the Sam Hill? Everyone in Tokyo talks like this.
I know what this is. It's called a knockoff.
Well, Tarnation could a knock off do this? Howdy, Duke it.
Yikes.
The Capcom Summer Game Sale is here. Take home genuine,
Yeah,
bona fide,
that's what this is.
100% authentic, real deals on select titles. No knockoffs.
I can't do it if you're watching.
Uh-huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing the elite ranks of the Ark Society, Mr. Graves! Yellow paint. I hear the scared of it, but the pros ain't.
Hitman? No. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's got Hitman. The Wizard. Expansion? DLC? Very fast. What's power? You actually fight it in the sky. Wait, it just becomes... Alright. It just becomes a sword. Rad. I've not dabbled in it yet. Ooh. I mean, it looks kind of cool.
There you have it. Power
That's
World
wild.
1.0 is coming out on July 10th. Now, at the start of the show, I mentioned we'll have lots of new worlds to explore today and the return of some long-awaited ones as well. This next game falls into that last category. It's been a long, long, long 8 years.
8 years.
Homicide. 6 total so far. Each case, husband and wife found. Shredded.
Oh, shit.
People are dying. Some monster is out there.
Another Telltale game.
Word around the precinct is... you're the guy to call.
Bigby. Sheriff? I'll have your job within the week.
Are you living under a rock? You're a raging dumpster fire of a person.
You're the reason I'm here.
She's a detective.
Oh,
Ready to get to work?
Oh my god, The Wolf Among Us 2. It lives. I still gotta play the first one. But that's crazy. Until then, experience The Legend again this year.
I know I don't look human.
His lips are sealed.
But I'm not helpless. See you around.
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Looking for me?
Wolf Among Us remastered. My God, it's my chance. Holiday 2026. Put it on the list.
That's right, Bigby is finally back. And as we wait for his new adventure in 2027, check out The Wolf Among Us Remastered this holiday. Now, this next game comes from an acclaimed studio that is deep into development on its next project.
It actually survived the Telltale shutdown and everything, and revival.
지금 넥서스 섹터 방향으로 가는 외선 순환 열차가 들어오고 있습니다.
Oh, this looks good.
Line train bound for Nexus sector is now arriving. Please wait for everyone to exit before boarding.
Evie.
I'm listening.
Scarlet Sin. That's the beginning and end of it all. How about you try taking a hit?
You're acting a little strange today.
Oh, yeah? It's our first mission in a while. Aren't you a little excited?
Stop saying weird things.
Okay, take it easy.
Quiet. They're moving.
The aesthetic's really cool.
Initiating C3 sync. Ready, Angel.
Roger, Kenna. Tracking.
출입문 닫습니다. Doors closing. How's it looking out there?
I can't stand crowds. It'd be better for both of us if we got out of here quickly.
In the movies, this is always where things go wrong.
Hey.
Well, just saying. It's a cliche. Wait, the target stopped.
Hearken! The pulse rain shall cease!
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, that's actually... Okay, wait a minute. Okay, this might actually be sick. By more melee combat games, like fists. The combat looks really cool. Not gonna lie. No shit. Wait, is this like a full-on sequel? Or like another? Oh my god.
That was a good one. Shift Up is returning to the world
That
of
actually-
Stellar
that
Blade
looks
with
pretty
an
rad.
all-new sequel developed entirely by the original
Very
team
cool.
that's here today. Set in the same universe as Stellar Blade, this next chapter continues the story beyond the events of the first game, introducing a new protagonist who you saw there, Evie. It's early in development, and we will have more to share in the future.
I gotta finish the
All right,
first
we're
game now.
almost done.
We played the
not
demo.
quite.
It was pretty rad.
It's been almost exactly 3 years since Street Fighter VI was released in June 2023. What's ahead? This is Street Fighter VI Year 4.
We're going strong. 4 years. Still getting stuff. We like to see.
Street Fighter VI is already entering year 4, but I can sense that we already have new challengers on the horizon.
I wish I got into Street Fighter and Tekken. But
Fascinating.
now we're gonna trust everybody who knows Street Fighter knows who these are. We know who this. Okay. What's Twist? Honestly, Tifa's a great fit for Street Fighter, if anyone.
Please welcome to the SGF stage, Nakayama-san, director of Street Fighter 6, and Hamaguchi-san, director of Square Enix.
What a crossover.
皆さんのおかげでストリートファイター6は3周年を迎えることができました。そして本日、ファイナルファンタジー7との特別コラボレーションを発表します。
Thanks to all of you, Street Fighter 6 has reached its 3rd anniversary. And today, we're announcing this special collaboration with Final Fantasy.
ティファはですね、世界中のプレイヤーから愛されてきたキャラクターです。だからこそ目指したのは、ストリートファイター6の世界で本当に戦っているティファの姿です。
Tifa is a character loved by the players all around the world. That's exactly why our goal was this, to bring to life a Tifa who truly fights within the world of Street Fighter 6.
衣装や動きまで再構築してストリートファイターのティファとして形にしました。マテリアもそのままではなく新たなバトルシステムとして再設計しています。
Everything from her design to movement has been rebuilt as Tifa the Street Fighter. Materia has also been reimagined as a new gameplay system.
そして今日はまだお見せできないんですが、ファイナルファンタジーの象徴的な要素もバトルに落とし込んでいます。
We cannot show it today, but we adapted an iconic Final Fantasy element to the battle experience.
ティファの戦いはまだまだ終わりません。ぜひこれからの展開にも期待してください。
Tifa's fight is far from over. We hope you all look forward to what's coming next.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
You know, not bad.
Thank you to Hamaguchi-san and Nakayama-san for coming all the way from Japan to join us for that special moment on stage. Then we'll see you guys again later this year. All right. Well, now it has come time for our final announcement.
Oh, shit. This is the big one.
I know. What's it going to be, guys?
I don't know. After the Game Awards, I don't know
now.
now.
Frankly, I don't know what I could say to set this moment up besides this. Get ready for the final battle.
Long ago, a shadow fell upon our planet. Guided by calamity, one man sought dominion through reunion.
Oh, shit.
By his will, a star fell. A meteor,
Oh my God, it's happening.
Called forth to bring ruin to all. But our planet answered, awakening mighty weapons to stand against this celestial threat. Now, hope endures in those who fight.
Long story short, the world's in trouble. It has been for a while.
So what are we waiting for? Let's give Sephiroth the beating of a lifetime.
Damn.
You're mine.
He's finally playing
this
crazy.
Good night.
The sky's the limit!
For Dirge Cerberus way back in the day.
I can do this. I'll make you proud.
Just ain't your day.
Oh my, is that a weapon I see?
Far as I
visually
can
pretty
tell,
wild.
These things don't distinguish between friend and foe.
Save the planet by killing her protectors. Let us put your faith to the test, Cloud.
Huge. Ooh. There, we got a
Never
title.
would have made it this far without you guys. And I won't let you down. I promise.
Huge. We got Remake, Rebirth, and Revelation.
There you have it, and no, he's not done yet. Please join me in welcoming back to Summer Game Fest the director of Final Fantasy VII Revelation, Naoki Hamaguchi-san.
Finally, after so many years, the story will be complete.
I'm back! ようやくですね、このファイナルファンタジー7リベレーションをマルチプラットフォーム同時で発表できたことを本当に嬉しく思います。ここまで来れたのも、この物語を信じ、待ち続けてくれた皆さんのおかげだと本当に感謝をしています。
I'm truly delighted to unveil Final Fantasy VII Revelation, which is launching simultaneously on all platforms.
There we go. The right move. All platforms.
And we've only been able to come this far thanks to every single one of you who continue to believe in this story and waited for this moment with us.
今作のテーマは決意です。クラウドたちは最後の戦いに進むため、それぞれの決意と向き合います。
The central theme of this title is resolve. Cloud and his companions each confront their own destinies and find the resolve to march toward the final battle.
そして私自身もこのシリーズを完結させるという決意を胸にこの作品と向き合ってきました。
I too have carried a promise in my heart throughout this journey, the resolve to see the series through to its very end.
皆さんに最高の形でお届けします。ぜひ見届けてください。
I don't want to talk
We're
about them
committed
right
to
now,
delivering this experience in its ultimate form. Please stay with us and witness what lies beyond that resolve.
Today, to help guide us on our path, please show me in Welcome to the Stage, the voice of Vincent Valentine, Matt Mercer.
There he is. The man himself. Live. In person.
Thank
in the
you
flesh.
very much, Hamaguchi-san. It's truly a privilege to be here with you today, if you know me. There's honestly so much to see in Revelation. I think we just kind of need to dive right in. What do you say?
Let's do it. Take it away, Matt.
I don't mind if I do.
As we reunite with our heroes, the meteor looms in the skies above, a constant reminder of your mission and the grave threats you'll confront as you embark upon your journey and face the epic conclusion of the remake series. Aboard the Highwind, your very own airship and the pride of the Shinra fleet, you'll take to the skies and witness our most expansive open world yet. From the outskirts of Midgard, to the sun-drenched Mideel Archipelago, to the warrior nation of Wutai. Simply pick a direction and set sail. But how can you be expected to protect the whole world at once? You'll need to cover ground fast.
I am not jumping. No way, no how.
Don't worry. These parachutes are top of the line. Pull the cord and pop. You'll be floating through the air like a feather.
At any moment in the open world, simply pilot the Highwind to your destination and take a leap of faith.
That's kind of
Wind
wild.
rushing past, you'll descend seamlessly from the sky above to the ground below. Where will the winds guide you first? That freedom is in your hands. But no matter your destination, to defeat your enemy, you'll need a fighting chance. And that starts with your trusted allies. At long last, with the world teetering on a blade's edge, everyone assembles at Cloud's side, forming an epic ensemble of heroes, each with their own story that brings you closer together than ever. But a good unit needs more than friendship to save the day. It needs a disciplined combat regiment. The hybrid battle system, established in Remake and refined in Rebirth, is perfected in Revelation, putting even more power in your hands. In fluid, real-time action, seamlessly switch between party members to even the odds. Then, When the fight calls for strategy, enter Tactical Mode to unleash a suite of powerful new spells and abilities. Activate devastating synergies with your companions. And of course, call on mighty summoned entities that can turn the tide of battle.
That menu kind of reminded me of Kingdom Hearts. This combat seems kind of crazy. In a good way. Damn.
Summoning Ifrit never gets old. There are truly some chill-inducing fights ahead in Revelation. I'm so excited to see all of your reactions. It's gonna be amazing.
I'm guessing you have a favorite character to play in battles?
I might be a little biased, but since you brought it up, let's have a look at our newest coffin-dwelling companion, Vincent Valentine.
I won't return to my coffin until we've put Sephiroth in his.
Vincent is a deft gunslinger, capable of delivering precise, high-yield shots. But there's more to this secretive former Turk than meets the eye. The result of experimentation at the hands of Shinra. Vincent can transform into the Galleon beast at the press of a button, gaining tremendous power while transformed. And when combined with the skills of a certain ace pilot, their high-impact synergies disrupt the fight with ferocious results.
The Leaping Lancer, the Dashing Dragoon, the one and only Sid Highwind.
Sid Highwind, the cantankerous pilot extraordinaire, joins the party and their mission to defeat Sephiroth. Sid's command of his lance allows him to rapidly close the distance for powerful strikes, or engage in sweeping area of effect attacks to bring a whole host of enemies to heel. But to fully control the battlefield, skill with a weapon only gets you so far. To further augment your combat capabilities, try this on for size. Function Integrated Tactical Suitwear, or the FITS system for short, allows you to further customize your playstyle with new uniforms imbued with unique movesets. Alongside your equipment and materia, FITS gives you an extra edge in battle. And to face what's coming, you'll need all the strength you can muster.
Say you're dead.
Sensing its fate hanging in the balance, the planet itself has unleashed its last line of defense. The weapons. Ancient beasts that are larger than life and capable of untold destruction. Will you be enough to stop them before it's too late? As the world is torn apart, you and your friends must unite. In Revelation, we come to the thrilling conclusion of the Final Fantasy VII saga. And your mission is clear. Take up your Buster Sword, equip your materia, and stand together. One last time.
These skies belong to me! Hope you're ready!
Ooh. It's another one.
Well, thank you all. Thank you, Hamaguchi-san, for bringing us this extended look at Final Fantasy VII Revelation. I think I speak for all of us when I say we cannot wait to play it.
But, Mark, I think we ended the video too early. I hate to leave a story unfinished.
Is that right? Well, then, we better take a look.
Okay, they're doing
Get the cannon back online! Now!
Oh, he's a big one. Ooh. Oh shit. Okay. There we go. Very cool.
At last, the promise is fulfilled.
Spring next year.
The journey ends here.
right around the corner. At least 6 months. 7 months. 8 months, give or take. Spring 2027.
There you have it. Final Fantasy VII Revelation coming to all platforms next spring, which is appropriate for today because SGF is really a celebration of games across all platforms. Thank you to Hamaguchi-san, Kiru-san, and the team at Square for that very special announcement. And thanks to Lucy for a great job hosting. Didn't she do great?
Great job. Incredible. Good host. Great host.
Thanks, Jeff. What an amazing way to end the show, but that's not all, because coming up right now is Day of the Devs with a look at many new independent game titles, including multiple new game announcements.
That's right, tons of awesome indie games, so make sure to stay tuned and watch that, and we will see you live this August in Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live, streaming live on Tuesday, August 25th. Until then, have a great summer, everybody.
Okay, we got to say, I'll remember that
one. In Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live, streaming live on Tuesday, August 25th. Until then, have a great summer, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
August 25th.
Take that stuff right now.
We'll be right back here. Huge. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh shit, the title. You know what? Yeah, those were pretty big spoilers. Damn. Okay. What a show. What a show. Crazy. Honestly, a lot of cool stuff. This was actually pretty at the top. Or one of their best. And Final Fantasy VII Revelations.
What lies beyond that result.
Not played the remakes. I own the first one. I own the first remake. And then I ended up buying the DLC for it. And I was like, you know what? One day we'll play this. One day. And then ended up going into Mass Effect instead. But this one looks good. It looks great. Now, what is it? I have the original 7 on my PlayStation Vita. I played a little bit of the beginning of that, but never really committed too much to it. So the only thing I know about Final Fantasy is from the Advent Children movie and Dirge of Cerberus. And Dirge of Cerberus really, really don't remember much about that game. I really don't. Right? I just know that's where I know Vincent from. And then Advent Children got me into Final Fantasy VII as a concept, right? It was a rad movie. I don't know how the community feels about it, right? Because I think it takes place after the game. But, I mean, the Bahamut fight was pretty fucking sick. And I knew none of anything about any of the characters of the world or nothing, but I was like, this is a pretty cool movie. This is pretty cool. It's pretty rad. And so when I was like, oh, the 7 game, this is based off a game. Like, oh, okay, cool, neat. And then when they announced the remake, way back when, what was it, how long has it been since the remake came out? At least it's been at least 6 years. Has it been a decade? It hasn't been 10 years, has it? I don't know time. I don't think it's been 10 years. However long it's been, right? I was like, damn, this could be good. And then I realized remake was only part of what was going to be a trilogy. So I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, so over time, we'll get the whole game. But, yeah, that's why I haven't played them yet. But the fact that it's coming to an end, it's coming to a close, finally, after so many years. Right? Tons of new games I've even heard about. A lot of games from Chinese developers that just look really fucking good. And then the Stellar Blade sequel, that was shockingly unexpected. The first game, this is what I played of the demo, right? We have a video on the channel, but I thought it was really cool. The combat felt very great. It reminded me of Devil May Cry. a little bit. Man, cool shit. A lot of shit that I want to see. We got to see more of. Right? Like teasers, little bits of it. Cuphead sequel, crazy. Alien Isolation 2. My God. This. When we played Alien Isolation on the channel, and it's beating the game, whether it's really that hard or not, I don't know in retrospect, but at the time, beating it on nightmare difficulty, blind for the first time, is definitely one of my personal favorite achievements. But that game is so good. It's so good. So the fact that there's a sequel, and again, it definitely implies that this is the same Alien. It has to be. Because I think there was a shot of it right there. This, when those who know, I'm not gonna say it, but this definitely is like, no, this is exactly the space, like the number, and then fuck, it looks good, it looks great. I can't wait. And the fact is, like, the people that have been waiting for this sequel since Alienation like did come out, like, this has got to be insanely huge. The fact that sequels to games are coming out, the ones that I played recently, it's also great because it means I don't have to wait that long. But I can respect the length of time that, you know, the original fans have waited, because this looks really cool. And then, man, there's a lot. This was a really good show. Stranger Than Heaven, that's an interesting game. The return of Tupac, and then Snoop Dogg being in there. And then from what they showed, I don't even know what that would even be about, but it is a concept. And then, of course, with Alien Isolation 2. Yes, Jay, I expect Alien Isolation 2 on Nightmare difficulty from you, and I wouldn't do anything less. I would do nothing short of Nightmare difficulty again. And it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so good. Because I didn't know when we initially played it that they actually took away mechanics. So when I was picking up map pieces, and there was never a map, I was so confused. I was like, what am I doing? What's going on? Whatever, I just gotta memorize the layout. And then the motion tracker being really janky, it was perfect. I can't imagine playing it on any lower difficulty. After that, it was so good. Man. And so that's gonna be a banger. And then, like, obviously Final Fantasy VII, that's huge. Even as somebody who's not played the remake trilogy, right? I understand the weight. Both the weight in time, but weight is in the heft of such a, well, finale. I'm very curious because the way they talk about, like, you jump out of the high wind anywhere on the map, right? I imagine well, I don't know. They say you can pilot it, but it's like, if you can freely pilot it around, right? And you get over a piece of land, then you seamlessly fly, stop, walk over, jump off, parachute down. Because that would be crazy if they, like, technology-wise, if they actually seamlessly had that happen. And then the massive boss creatures, I don't understand their relevance, but they're pretty cool looking. They look kind of all very similar in design, with, like, some differences. They look cool. And then man, I didn't want to say, like, looking at this, I was like, wow, this kind of looks like the RE engine a little bit. It has that same kind of, like, tone. But then again, a lot of the cinematics that we've seen had the same thing. But I could have never in my life predicted this. That there was going to be an actual Resident Evil Code Veronica remake. And I am so interested. I was going to be interested anyway. But when, oh my god, way back when we played Code Veronica, because what is it? We've played practically every Resident Evil game on the channel. There's a few we haven't played yet that are en route, but my original only Resident Evil game was Resident Evil 4, and then after that, the very next Resident Evil game was 7, and then Village we played on the channel. It was one of the first series we did. And then from there we jumped off and we're playing Resident Evil 1, and then we played the 2 remake, the 3 remake, and the 4 remake. And then we played 5 and 6. And then we just finished 9. So, like, we played Code Veronica before we played 4 remake. And it was advised by my friend Naomi at the time to technically Code Veronica takes place before Resident Evil 4. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's go. And it easily became one of my favorite Resident Evil games. It's my number 2. It's my number 2. I think Resident Evil 4 is still my number 1. Requiem's kind of fighting for it right now, but 4 is great. So Code Veronica was awesome. A lot of backtracking, but I think that's why it could really use the remake. But this is crazy. This is so cool. And I don't recognize any of this. So I think this is just, either this is new and they're doing a lot of changes, hopefully in a good way. I trust them at this point, the way they've handled all the others. Right? But this could be big. The fact that they dropped code in the name, no, I'm not going to go and be like, is that a big deal? But it makes me think. Makes me think, right? Because REV, right? It definitely, it's still V as in Veronica, but REV, when you look at it, the Roman numeral 5, I do wonder if they're going to consider this as like the 5th game. Right? Because technically, out of release is Resident Evil 2, 1, 2, 3, then Code Veronica, then 4. Right? So if they're shifting Code Veronica in their mind as a main title, right? Not sort of treating it like a spin-off or a side story, then, I mean, who knows if they're ever going to remake 5. I could hope. But I liked 5, but the fact that there could be just speculation, but no, the story of Code Veronica is so fascinating, and it has implications in the rest of the series. That's the thing, is it ties into everything, and I'm not going to spoil any of it because there's so cool, but there's so many things that I'm now looking forward to seeing in the RE engine from Code Veronica, redone and done up. It looks great. But this was a shock. I can't believe it. Oh, the two gold pistols. 2 gold pistols. Very cool. Right, yeah, they made it seamless, they said, with jumping off the Highwind. I hope so, because that would be really cool mechanically for Final Fantasy. And Jay, I've seen a couple of Code Veronica on the channel. I understand why it's so bloated. I need to do it too. It's so good. It's so good. I think if you can, it has a lot of backtracking, and I think if you're not that worried about it, a guide would probably save some of that time. Because I think that's probably its worst thing, right, is the backtracking. Because the combat's not that terribly hard, especially compared to RE0. RE0, I was fighting for my life sometimes. But then again, I soft-locked myself. I did that. Like, can I wait for you to play Mass Effect Andromeda? Yes, Commander Scuddy. Absolutely. I'm excited. I'm excited. Look, even outside the trilogy, I understand approaching it with the mindset of not comparing it to the trilogy, even if it was trying to connect or does or doesn't. Andromeda is going to be a ride, right? Just like Dragon Age Origins when we play that too. Andromeda's combat was so satisfying. I can't wait to try it out. See how it goes. After they learned their lesson from RE3 and didn't cut a lot of content for this Veronica remake, or people get angry, I was shook when I found out how much was cut from 3. Because we played 3 on the channel. I did it in 3 videos. Right? I did it on what is it, like 2 or 3, I think it was like 3 years ago, something like that. On Halloween was part 3. I couldn't believe how short that game was. And I wasn't even rushing. Resident Evil 4 remake took like twice that long. And the 3 remake, when I was told by some people, like, as spoiler free as possible, right, how much was missing from the 3 remake versus the original 3, and like the nemesis mechanics that they just didn't really employ, and a lot of the like locations and stuff, I was shocked, because after 2 remake, and we played that, it was so good. And so with the 3 remake, I was like, this can't be. Maybe I jinxed it, right? But like, it can't be worse. It can only be better. And it was a bit of a bummer. Now, what they did do was cool. Right? I liked it, but I feel like, yeah, there's so much missing, and it feels like it kind of goes so quick that it feels like they were just trying to do like a Cliff Notes version of the story. You know, just to be like, okay, understand. Okay, 2 remake, that set up everything. It was great, amazing. Now 3 remake, I understood the asset reuse was totally fine, because I mean, it's Raccoon City in the same exact game timeline, like happening at the same time as RE2 remake, so that wasn't really an issue. But it definitely seemed like they were trying to get the gist right. Like, if you want the gist of Resident Evil 3, I think the 3 remake kind of does that. But I don't think that's a good thing. But it was still, it was fun. But yeah, I'm like, man, you didn't really get a lot of what was there. Then the 4 remake was absolutely great. Even though I'm still a big fan of the original 4. The 4 remake was really good. Absolutely. And then 5 was a time. Requiem, fucking great game. Right. Red 5 is a cyberpunk crossover. Oh yeah, because of V, the main character. That's funny. RE0 had issues from what I've read. It's not just you. I can believe that. Because I don't know, because I liked what it was going for. The story was kind of interesting, and it was breaking into a lot of the backstory that we didn't know, and it didn't feel like unnecessary, like explaining things you didn't need explained. It actually was like pretty important, and the combat was the 2-player thing I thought was really interesting. And then I very quickly realized that is incredibly stressful. Because you could switch between the 2 main characters, right? And you switch between them wherever they are placed. So if there was moments where I left somebody in another room and I forgot about that, and then I had to get them all the way through what I just survived. And sometimes I would die. And it was very unforgiving. But I think if you did an RE0 remake with the optional co-op like 5 did, like 5 and 6, I feel like that could be pretty cool. I don't know how you do it, because that seems like a lot. But I don't know. We're in 2026. I feel like we could do it. The Mass Effect Andromeda was thrashed unnecessarily. I mean, I could see it. I could see that happening because I mean, yeah, how do you follow up the trilogy? You know, and I know it's one thing to be like they didn't market it as a follow up to the trilogy, probably. I mean, if they did, that's kind of a lot. But if they didn't, I know it's easy. It's easy for anyone like, even as a fan, right, to be like, oh shit, we're getting another Mass Effect game. Hell yeah, great. And then if it doesn't really hit the same as the trilogy, it can feel worse. But I don't know. I'm curious if anything the mixed tone of its reception almost makes me want to play it more because I'm like I gotta know, right? Which is kind of funny. It's part of the reason I even played the Stellar Blade demo, which is kind of a random comparison. But I went to the Stellar Blade demo because I was like, this can't be just what this game is. Like all I ever hear about it is basically everybody jumping in photo mode all the time. I was like, no, there's no way you sell this many copies of a game. There's no way. It can't be. It's got to be something. There's got to be something else to this. And then the gameplay was great. Then the Fortnite season? Crazy. Huge. Ben Starr, he's coming up. Star Wars Racers. The Saw game looks interesting. I'd be curious, like if it plays like a Dead by Daylight style, or maybe more like, well, what was the one that came out with Resident Evil 3 remake? Because it was kind of like the Dead by Daylight style. You know, like somebody plays as Saw, and then the other three players are the ones going through the traps and have to survive. I feel like that could be cool. I feel like that'd be kind of neat. And then this looks crazy. This looks really cool. 1666 Amsterdam. Definitely. Very witchy. Right? I part of me is like, oh, is this because what is it? I know what they announced Assassin's Creed Hex way back when. And I would have thought that this might have been it, except for they were like, oh, it's a former, you know, former what are they, former developers from Ubisoft. So they're just like, we're just gonna make a cool witch game. And I'm curious how, I mean, like, you could roam around as the cat, right? You get a little familiar. Curious how open it is. The fact that the prologue's available, we gotta check that out. Could be neat. Or as much as I didn't like it, Joe, and I still expect it on the channel someday. Jayla, you're so right. Absolutely. It was always part of the plan. The plan was initially way back when. I actually put a poll out for those that have been here ever since. I put a poll out way back when for Mass Effect or Dragon Age, and that poll was 50-50 for days. Exactly 50-50. And then y'all did it again with Dragon Age and Baldur's Gate 3 because you're funny. But yeah, Mass Effect ended up winning by like 1%. And so we did the Mass Effect trilogy, and then after finishing the trilogy, I was like, for the sake of like the weight of the story and everything, giving a break in between going from the trilogy Mass Effect 3 to Andromeda, I think would be better. Because I think jumping directly into it, coming so fresh off the trilogy, even if I tried, I don't know, I'd be able to do it, right? Be able to disconnect. You know, be like, oh, well, Mass Effect 3 did this game didn't do this. Oh, this was happening in Mass Effect 2, but this is kind of different. You know what I mean? Plus, I think giving it a breathe, letting the Mass Effect series breathe, you know, really take it in and process everything, I think it's good. So when we dive back in with Andromeda, it'll be very interesting. Because I have no idea, and don't tell me. I have no idea if it takes place before the trilogy, after the trilogy, during the trilogy. I have no clue. So I have no reference point on, you know, like the races we're gonna meet, who we even play as. The only thing I'm speculating is Andromeda being the Andromeda Galaxy, or something from the Andromeda Galaxy, or maybe we go to the Andromeda Galaxy, something like that. I mean, we'll find out. But I've been thinking about it. Right, they botched how they released because they planned a ton of DLC right out the gate. Oh, did they? So Andromeda got no DLC? Did they just like cut that off? Because that's unfortunate. That wouldn't feel great. Especially if like the main game ends on like a cliffhanger somehow. And then it's like the DLC is meant to like further that. Yeah, that would feel bad. That would feel so bad. You're gonna Telltale The Walking Dead? If not, love to see you play it. Commander Style, Scotty, do I have great news for you, because I've played every single season of that on the channel. And in fact, last year we finished the final season. And that's why when the Telltale came up with Wolf Among Us 2, I was like, oh shit, we're going in. Great. Hell yeah. So good. No, the Telltale's The Walking Dead was a shot in the dark, honestly, because so many people were like, oh, you gotta play Telltale's The Walking Dead. It's so good. And I was like, well, I never got into the show. Not really at all. Right? I was there for the premiere of episode 1, 3,000 years ago. But I took a shot. And season 1 is just absolutely top tier storytelling. Like, Clementine Ali. That game series, let alone that season, is such a core memory. It's so good. It's so good. And then we played through the rest, and then even the final season, as some criticisms I had, overall really good. Surprisingly, so they survived and they powered through and they finished out that season, because it was like half finished, I guess, from the Telltale shutdown, which I feel like at the time is so tragic, especially if you were playing the season and then only find out, oh no, later, maybe, who knows, actually. And so we finished that. It was good. It was good overall. And then I was like, man. Then there were a number of you guys, both on the channel in the comments, but also in the Discord, were just like, oh, you got to play The Wolf Among Us, and then there's the Batman Telltale game that was really good. And then what is it? There's the original Borderlands Telltale game, I guess, was pretty good. I haven't heard anything about the newer one, right, except for some of the trailers. I heard the original Borderlands Telltale was pretty good. But yeah. Yeah, so no, The Wolf Among Us, I might actually have to get the remaster, because I don't even think I have the original Wolf. I'm pretty confident. I feel like I'd know if I did. So I might have to actually get the remaster. That'd be pretty cool. And then obviously whatever 2 happens. I think the fact that that's even happening is insane. Is huge. Absolutely. And Blood of Dawnwalker, if this is made, the Rebel Wolves is made from some of the staff from CD Projekt Red who worked on The Witcher. They have their own studio. This is their their new game, and it's pretty cool. There's a lot of questions I still have. Like, there's a time mechanic, and I'm kind of not exactly sure how it works. But as far as the gameplay goes, it looks really great. If you're interested in that, we watched the deep dive that they put out where they talked about the combat, their philosophy, some behind the scenes stuff that was pretty cool, like the mocap. But they went over some of the systems and how it actually like functions, and it looks like a pretty cool game. Like big open world exploration, action. Oh my god, the Among Us single player sequel. Can't believe it. The art, now that I'm like really looking at it, it's like the art style is even different. Looks very much more like almost crayon, like hand drawn. I guess I mean, it's Among Us. It is. I mean, it works. It looks cool. And the fact the show, that's a twist. I actually could never have predicted they would do a show, but then I should have, because that seems like such an obvious thing to do when you think about it. Like at the rate that some companies are just grabbing IPs and making them shows, right? And how's it pronounced? Ion? The MMO, the sequel coming out? That's kind of crazy. That's been a long time since I heard that name. And then the Wuthering Waves crossover with Cyberpunk. This, I would have never seen it coming, honestly. But I also haven't seen Edgerunners. I have to still watch Edgerunners. I still have to play the game, Cyberpunk. And at this rate, I don't know which I should do first. Should I watch the show first? Should I play the game first? I know the game's going to be longer than the show. But that's definitely on the list. Because I wouldn't have guessed that this was Wuthering Waves. I mean, the art style definitely, right? Like that CG kind of anime aesthetic. But yeah, if you were like, this is... Because it looks more than a reskin. Like, they actually adding things to this. Which is kind of neat. Oh, and the Monster Hunter... I have hopes for this. I hope to one day play it. If even just on my own. But it did look like it was kind of struggling a little bit frame rate wise.
I can't stop wondering, how can all this exist up amongst the clouds? But aesthetically cool. I like when expansions do like whole ass new areas and shit. New monsters. Watch the show, then play the game. You can watch Edgerunners before playing the game. Okay. Alright. Great. I'll put that on my list of things to do. Because I wasn't sure. That's the thing. And I was also too afraid of spoilers to look it up. If it's like, oh, does the show actually cover things that happen in the game? Does it reference things? You know, or anything like that. But cool. All right. Thanks for that. Noted. Right, the Chronicles of Medieval looks pretty rad. This game kind of confused. I didn't know what was... I don't know what the theme of this is. Not talking down on it, but it was kind of like, what is it? Not really sure the gameplay. What is the game? Then Palworld 1.0, finally, after so long. I didn't even know there wasn't the 1.0 yet. But I mean, that's pretty cool. That's a big milestone. Hopefully they learned a lot from the early access. Right, the show gives you a lot of world building background that's useful for playing the game. Black Shard Studio, thanks. Okay, cool. So that it would definitely be even better to watch the show first to kind of get in the mindset. Because I'm sure the game goes over. Well, it puts you in it, right? But it could enhance our experience. I think it's cool. And 1666 Prelude is about 15 gigabytes, not too bad. Might try that tomorrow. Nauticus definitely should. Only that's not. I mean, that's not bad. Because what did he say? It was like a 30 minutes. The first. I don't know if it's the first 30 minutes of the game, but it's a 30-minute taste. So definitely curious. Gotta check it out. I gotta check it out. Get out, Night Commander Scotty. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, 30 minutes is what he said. Okay, yeah, that's what I remember, because I think that should happen more often. You know, hot take. You should be able to play more demo. We should have more demos of games. I feel like that's the best way to sell your game. Put a demo for the game. I remember having so many. What is it? I would get demo discs for my GameCube. I remember that. And then sometimes I would be able to get the game when I had money. Most of the time was me trading in my other games to GameStop so that I could hopefully get one game used. But yeah, I like to see over the last year, we've had more games that actually come out with demos. I feel like that's been pretty cool. Especially if there's games that don't show a lot of gameplay. But then they're like, pre-order it now. I'm like, I quite literally don't know what I'm paying for. I don't even have an idea of what you're asking me to pay for. So they showed off a lot of gameplay here, which was nice for a lot of games. Like Dragon Quest X and Trails in the Sky remake giving you a 10-hour demo? Good lord! Did they really? See, I've always wanted to get into Dragon Quest. What is it? It's completely, it's like related, but not really related. I had Slime Rancher. I think it was Slime. Was it Slime Rancher? It was some game in that universe that was on like the Game Boy. I'm trying to remember. It was a long time ago. 3,000 years ago. Whereas you would collect the monsters, and then you would fight with them. And it wasn't. They would show like the sprites horizontally in the center of the screen, and it was from that same team. I don't remember what it was called, but I remember I had it. But anyway, yeah, that's a crazy demo. Trails in the Sky remake, that I've debated on playing, because I have the original Trails, Heroes. What is it? Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. I have it on my PlayStation Vita, and I played a little bit at the beginning, and I was like, "This is really cool. I'm gonna play this game again. I'm gonna finish this game one day," and then that never happened. but not have anything against the game. So when they came out with a remake, I was shocked. I was shocked. So I'm not sure how it turned out, what the reception was. But 10 hours in a demo is crazy. That's crazy. Never finished the Dragon Quest X demo myself. It's not for me, really. But Trails, long time fan. I've been waiting for the remake. Binged hardcore. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to look into Dragon Quest X because it feels like it definitely goes like that RPG route. But I've wanted to play Chrono Trigger for a long time. And I know like it's that same art style, just Dragon Quest X is like 3D. But man, what a show. What a crazy show. We got I literally I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep repeating. I never would have seen Code Veronica remake. As much as I've wanted one for so long. We actually goddamn got it. Crazy. They're back coming out. Voice of Vincent Valentine. Wild. I don't know. He's been the voice, but I think in Rebirth he was the same voice. I don't know if he just got deeper, but I think the voiceover is supposed to be Sephiroth. He definitely sounds deeper than he did. Yeah, so yeah, Summer Game Fest was a great show. It really was. It really was. I didn't know what the expectations were, but it was pretty solid. Got a lot of bangers. New voice for Sephiroth is Travis. What? Travis is voicing Sephiroth? That's crazy. Wow, what a twist. Why do they do that? I mean, it has to be a scheduling thing, right? That's the only thing, because there's no shot that the other guy just like quit or didn't want to do it, or they didn't want him to come back. They're like, there's no shot. So it had to be a scheduling thing, which is, I mean, unfortunate, but I mean, what a voice. Right? Colonel Mustang. It was scheduling, yes. Ah. That's unfortunate. But not a bad recast. Right? I feel bad. I don't remember his name. The guy who voiced Sephiroth before. He's the actor who he plays Superman. I'm terrible with names. But it's him, and I thought that was so cool when I found that out. But yeah, Travis. Hell yeah. Very cool. What I mean, damn. Pretty rad. I'm very interested. I mean, I'm probably never even going to see the game because I feel like I got to play the other two first. But I'm sure I will hear the reception of him as a Sephiroth, and I'm sure he's going to do great. I have no doubt in my mind. But this looks neat. What do they call it? Wutai? Like this whole open area? Flying the high wind? Right, which is not in the movie. Which obviously takes place afterwards, but I know Sid, what is he? He's got he called it the Shara? His ship and Evan children? But this looks like it's going to be pretty rad. So I'm happy for the Final Fantasy community. The other thing, what is it? What did they say? I thought was an interesting line.
To protect the whole world of skies and witness our very own airship and the pride of the Shinra fleet. You'll
Interesting, because I thought Shinra was the bad guys, weren't they? The pride of the Shinra fleet. Or did they steal it from them? I don't know the lore. But yeah, I was under the impression we didn't like Shinra.
Take to the skies and witness our most expensive.
So I imagine the graffiti is probably part of that. I don't know.
But how can you be expected to protect the whole world at once? You'll need to cover ground fast.
I am not jumping. No way, no how.
Don't worry. These parachutes are top of the line. Pull the cord.
Or what is it? They're roaming around. They're not getting shot at by all the Shinra soldiers. I don't know. Maybe it'll all make sense if I actually play it. I'm speculating on things I only know like very little about. Wish they'd finally give Final Fantasy VI some love. I know, I'm kind of surprised they went with 7. I mean, 7's great. It has such a legacy, so it makes total sense why they went with 7 as a remake. Because I don't know how popular the movie was. I liked it. And then they did Crisis Core as the spin-off on the PSP way back when. And so coming back to their probably their most successful, I haven't looked at numbers, their most talked about Final Fantasy. I'm definitely curious if they're going to do anything else once this remake is concluded. Because this was incredibly expensive for them to make. Like, this is a crazy expensive trilogy. And, like, this level of depth and quality, I would be shocked if they did the same thing with another Final Fantasy. Just because of the amount of investment. Both time, developer, like, quality, But, like, they brought Final Fantasy Tactics back. So I could see probably like, 6, maybe 8, getting more of a remaster. Maybe even Final Fantasy, was it 4? I heard 4 was pretty good. But yeah, I'm curious what they're going to do after this. Because I mean, this has been their baby for so long. And now that it's finally over, it's out there going to be walking around soon. What do they do next? Wild. In the Vincent gameplay, this looks pretty neat. Now, my only reference for this is Dirge of Cerberus, which again was all
high yield shot.
Was all this. Actually, this exact camera angle, I think, too. It's like over the shoulder, all shooting. There was kind of a melee. And then you turn into the Galleon Beast. Was it like Chaos or something? I don't even remember if the game was really good. But I remember I played it. It's one of like my 6 PlayStation 2 games along with Shadow the Hedgehog. Android 4, but 6 is def better. See, I can see... What is it? I know absolutely nothing about 6. Is that where Vivi comes in? My only references for Final Fantasy at all were Kingdom Hearts 2. And then the Advent Children movie. So in retrospect, it's kind of funny because I know, what is it? There's Vivi, it's Cypher, Cloud, Sephiroth. There's Squall, but he's also Leon, which I think is his middle name. But his name is Squall, or Kingdom Hearts gave him the name Leon because they didn't want to call him Squall. I don't know. I think I know him as Leon because of Kingdom Hearts, but his name is actually Squall from Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy IX is my favorite, and it does not need a remake. Final Fantasy IX needs no remake. Okay, Vivi is 9. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I have no idea. But, cool. Vivi is also based on the Black Mage design of the original Final Fantasy. And see, that's why it, like, Vivi's design looked familiar. But Vivi's actually, like, their own character. That's cool. So, wow, they really just slapped a bunch of Final Fantasy, literally put a bunch of Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts 2. Which I guess is a, if you were a Final Fantasy fan and you did get into that, it's kind of like, oh, cool references. But there's probably also jarring that it was Disney characters as well. But I do remember beating Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 2. My first super boss. What a time. I don't know, maybe one day we'll put it on the list. Other Final Fantasy games. I have no idea where to get them or how to play them or if I'm going to have to get them on discs or something. We'll figure it out. Ooh, this one. Okay. This looked so interesting because I don't exactly even know what it is. The fact that it's from the guy behind The Last Guardian, which we played on the channel, and Shadow of the Colossus, which I played on my own many, many years ago. Before the channel was a thing. And so, Wade was like, oh, this is his thing. I'm like, all right, you have my attention. What could this be? And so, coming out, and he shows off this. I'm like, what could this be? Is it like a mech game? So I think there needs to be more mech games. But something like this. It's like, that's us down there. Is this going to be very Last Guardian-esque, where we can kind of like give commands or like issue commands, something like that, for the giant robot to do stuff? And then we obviously have up along its whole side is the ladder. So seemingly at any time we can climb him. And then that was showing us on there shooting, but now it's showing this is the robot shooting. There's other robots. Other mechs. Freely jumping around on him while he's running around. Yeah, I just think it looks really cool. It looks really cool. And I'd be very, I mean, that last shot, right, where he punches the head off, I wonder if there's so many bodies around, do you just, like, if one gets too damaged, you have to fly the head around and find another body? Or maybe you fight one, you knock their head off, you take their body? I don't know. I don't know, he's a visionary, so I'm on it. We'll see. Now, also, what is it for the stream? It was, I'll say, I didn't think the audio description was going to be as much as it was. Some of the points I think outside of the game trailers where they're just talking about Jeff. I thought it was pretty funny. But yeah, I think damn, see if I didn't this wasn't up here, the Resident Evil Code Veronica or the Resident Evil Veronica and Final Fantasy VII. That wasn't on there. Probably would have just done this one. Was it JLU? Never played Shadow of the Colossus? I did play Shadow of the Colossus. I played the Shadow of the Colossus with two of my friends at the time. What is it, like 6, 7 years ago? Something like that. Played it on, I think it was I had it on PS4. Because I still have it, right? We played through the whole game. This was before the channel was a thing, right? And I'm not gonna spoil anything, but my god, that game was good. That game was amazing. And I would definitely play it again. I will say, in retrospect, I definitely probably wish I just played it on my own. Because we played through the whole game, the three of us. And I'll say the reception of the ending hit one of my friends so differently that it kind of like try to think of the nice ways. It kind of killed the energy of playing it. So it was I recognize that game was fucking incredible. But overall, definitely would want to play it again. So immediately, and we played it on the channel too, and I even have the right here, I have the art book for The Last Guardian that was sent by a viewer of the channel, Govs Gaming, and I was a big fan. I was skeptical of The Last Guardian mostly because of its reception. I heard was very mixed. It was very mixed because I guess like the weight of Shadow of the Colossus, and then this was like their next game, and it didn't hit the same. But we played it. I thought The Last Guardian was incredible. And so I was sold on this just by it being those. I haven't played, was it Eco? I've not played that. So maybe that's something we can do. Or a replay of Shadow of the Colossus. Or both. Or both. Because it has been a while, so I think it'd be cool. I love The Last Guardian. I haven't played Echo or Shadow of the Colossus. Right, the last Guardian is pretty great. I think if you approach the game in the way that you follow the flow of the game, I think you're gonna enjoy it more. Right? I think if you I don't know what's the way to say it. Go with what the vibe of the game. Go with the vibe that the game is making. Instead of trying to push in a way that doesn't feel I don't know, my words are not coming out right. Approaching it the way that I guess also you could approach Outer Wilds with. I think that might be a good comparison. Words are hard. They are hard. Basically, forcing yourself to play the game the way that the game is not trying to get you to play it, I think will make it feel worse for you. Right? It's so very passive of a game. So I think it's important to understand that first. Because if you go in with an expectation of Shadow of the Colossus, you are going to have a very different time. And so I think what I'm saying is it's important to understand that aspect and kind of roll with it. Roll with the game and kind of embrace it for what it is trying to do, because it is an experience. Great mix for The Last Guard. I remember only praise, but commercial success wasn't great. The commercial success was not great. And I think that's mostly what I probably heard, right? Was just sort of people, like the few places, and again, like I wasn't like super online as far as like following everything with games all the time, right? For many years. I just know The Last Guardian, what was that? It was supposed to be a PlayStation 3 title. And it just never happened until the PS4. So it was in like development hell for so long. And then it came out. And then it didn't hit. And then it just faded off. Right. So glad you played Outer Wilds. It's so damn good and off rails. It is so good. Agreed. I pissed off Fred because I played it for 7 minutes and shelved it for 3 years. He needed someone to talk about it. That is it's funny because I'm not going to spoil anything for Outer Wilds here, but it's so true. When you play that game, it's a game where you need somebody to talk to about it, because if you're the only one that's played it, it's one of those games. And it's funny because not just you, Nauticus, but there was also a number of other people that were commenting not on the first video, but other videos in our series. We're just like, yeah, when this originally came out, I played it for like a half an hour or an hour, and then I just never played it again for like a year, 2 years. And then they're like, oh, when I played it again, it hit so differently. It was amazing. It was so good. And I totally feel that. Because it's easily one of those games where you can start and go, like, okay, we're just kind of flying, we're just kind of doing things. All right. You know, it's not trying to hit you with like No Man's Sky levels of like crazy shit you can do and super exploration. But I think if you embrace the game for what it is and really just kind of go with the flow and vibe with it, it clicks. Yeah, the 2015 announcement with Easy Allies for both Last Guardian and Final Fantasy VII Remake was so amazing. Yeah, that's what they announced both. That's a hell of an announcement. Yeah, as soon as I finished, we had to talk about it for weeks afterwards. So true. Like even now, I've been mulling over the whole thing. And we're not like fully done, but as far as like the main story we finished, and my god. It's one of those like you gotta walk outside afterwards for a little bit. Just process. There's so much to talk about. Right, Black Shard Studio. I was given the wrong impression about that game, and the clash between my expectations and the game itself absolutely infuriated me. Someday I might go back. No, yeah, and that's the thing is like it's so. I feel like that's probably one of its. I don't even want to say like it's not, because it's not really the game's fault, but at the same time, it's hard to, I guess, avoid that comparison. Right, because it's like when you get the impression, not just from like past works, but also like, okay, like what they're showing you, it's like, oh, what is this? We've been sitting on that face for a while. You know, and then you actually play it, it's like, oh, this is very different than I thought this was going to be. Oh, okay. And then it gets, kind of, You feel gypped in a way. Like I totally get it. But not because I kept figuring out big things in Outer Wilds by accident too, and he was like, "What even are you?" Now the amount of things that you can learn and find, sort of, I mean, in a way, you could find a lot of things by accident. You could find a lot of things in any order of those things. There's obviously a correct order and there's an implied order, but it doesn't force you into that order, which I think adds to why it is so good. Is the fact that you could discover parts of the story and the world, everything, by just being curious. You know, it doesn't hit you with a spot of like, oh, you can't go in here yet because you didn't do this first, or you didn't learn this, you didn't read this tablet, so now you can't enter this thing. You know, or you can't go here because of this and that. It just lets you. It's and for a lot of things you might be confused. But eventually it all comes together, it all makes sense. It made it even more of a driving force for me going through the game. Going and connecting the dots. But I guess I haven't officially started the DLC. Right, I dabbled a bit into it by stumbling into it in the game naturally, landing in it, on it, right? And I'm not gonna spoil anything here, but that shit was crazy. That was absolute. This is like a mind blowing moment of just scale, right? But I very much look forward to going back, and I know there's gonna be people, and there were people, and there are people, and there will be more, right? That say like, oh, knowing that it's DLC kind of ruins it in a way, and I can understand that point of view. I don't think it doesn't ruin it for me. It doesn't. And I think what I was trying to convey, and I think I didn't do the best job at it, right at the beginning of the last episode of Outer Wilds, was my approach to the game has tried to be like very natural, kind of just go with it. And so the idea of like, oh, this section is DLC. If I ignore that, am I then going against like the flow? But if I do it, am I going against the flow? You know what I mean? And so I ultimately decided I'm going to finish the game, finish what we started, right? The way that it was initially and originally released at before the DLC, and then do the DLC and have it all come together. Because I don't think there was really a right or wrong answer, but it definitely was. It was something that I was spinning on for a couple days, of just like, is this the right thing? Is this the wrong thing? You know? Right, the problem is trying to push people to play Outer Wilds, but we cannot say anything, so people use their imagination. Yeah, that's one of the things too with Outer Wilds is, and I even said it at the end, is like, how do you even tell somebody about this game without spoiling anything? But how do you tell them without spoiling, without it sounding not, I don't want to say basic, but just very simple, which isn't a bad thing, but it's hard, I guess, to hype up somebody with a simple concept. It could be. And there's so many things that you could say about Outer Wilds that would definitely lock people in, but you don't want to say it, because it goes against the spirit of the game. But for the most part, I was surprised, and it's a beautiful thing that none of the community in the comments spoiled anything for Outer Wilds. I think that's incredible. The thing about Outer Wilds is you'll forever be chasing the dragon to get that feeling again I know a few really good Let's Plays of it. I'll have to go back to. Yeah, I mean, we still haven't done the DLC, but obviously, like in retrospect, right? I've been thinking about it, and I can't even really think of a game that captures that same kind of feeling. You know, not really. Just that complete offhand, the no hand holding adventure and discovery. It's a beautiful thing. Shoutouts if you like this is the most natural way of playing. Why do you finish the game before going to the DLC? Yeah, I appreciate that. I feel glad about it too. Because I think, again, without spoiling anything, putting off what we would have had to put off for maybe like 10 hours or however long the DLC is, to then go back to that, I felt would feel weird. You know? Because whether that ties into it or not, it's the idea that while we're doing the DLC activities, that other thing is like in the back of my mind. Being like, oh, we could do that. We could, should have, yeah. You know? Let's see, when the scene description of the game is a massive spoiler, it's hard to get people into it on blind faith. And that was the risky thing. Is I had to avoid everything for this game. I just slapped it into the cart, purchased, download, didn't read anything, didn't look at anything. And I feel like it's so easy to find stuff. That's why tons of people are like, don't Google anything. Don't do anything. At all. And I tried my best to for like the thumbnails to kind of keep all the thumbnails as spoiler free as possible. So they were like kind of generic, but not like, I didn't want to really show a ton of anything. But also still kind of look interesting and get the vibe. See, a few games like it. Tunic is another game similar. Absolutely different gameplay, but aha moments. Tunic I thought was a neat game. I think there was a demo of that. I think I played it a long while ago. Right, it's a little like it's a little fox that looks like Link from Legend of Zelda. Very like isometric. It looked cute. It looked fun. I don't think I was very good at it. What is it? This is gonna be. I don't know. Should we play this? I feel like almost we have to. I feel like this is gonna be such a moment in time. Like, when else are we gonna really get to play a game where we have Tupac and Snoop Dogg in at the same time? Bold. I have no idea the story, the concept, nothing. It's just gonna be wild. And this game looks curious. Right, putting Tupac in it is a choice. Honestly, not sure how I feel about it. I think that's the most accurate reaction we've all had to this. Is interesting. So I do wonder, right, if because he's got Snoop Dogg in there. Did Snoop Dogg suggest this? Did he suggest it? Or was this a design choice from the beginning? But then how long has Snoop Dogg been involved? Is he actively involved? Or is he just like a character? I have questions. Because, I mean, it is by default already stranger than heaven. Because then we gotta think, like, how's the voice work? Right? How does that gonna go? Is he like an active character in the game, in the plot, and the story? Crazy. I don't know. I actually cannot even speculate. I have no clue. Now Hex here this looks like it could be cool. Or you got these cubes, right? Wild symbols that kind of remind me of Marathon a little bit. But then it's like a little seed. You put it in there, and then this thing grows into like a big tower that you then explore. And there's like you and 2 other people, right? Whether those are AI or whether those are actual players, or you have the option. Right? Is the idea you go around, you collect these cubes, you place them in these spots, they then grow. I mean, my impression is it grows a dungeon. Like, right, grows a dungeon, you go in there, you get stuff. Maybe it's new weapons, currencies. I don't know. But then there's all these enemies that look very like The Last of Us. Kind of, in a way. Last of Us Dead Space. Some kind of wild undead situation. I don't know. It's one of those that we'd have to see more on. Of course, Black Flag. Like this look at some of the other areas in the game looks incredible. Looks really cool. I'm very curious. Right, pirate adventure. But then also there's like ruins, and then there's like underwater stuff. And then however this all ties into overall Assassin's Creed things. We'll see. We'll have to see. I mean, you guys already know if you played the original. And by we'll see, I'll see. We'll see, I'll see. Together. Right? Hex seems cool, but it also seems multiplayer. If it's not, I'm interested. Yeah, I think if it's not trying to be like an online extraction shooter or like online only kind of like multiplayer thing, I think I'd probably be more into it. Mostly because when it comes to those kind of games, it's just like I just want to play the game. I don't want to have to group up with other people. Like I don't have an issue with it. Like Battlefield, it's fine because there's so many. But when it comes to like a small group, like it's so reliant on like synergy and working together. And if there even is like voice chat. But then all that has like such an expectation, you know? Be like, I don't know. But overall, everything that we've seen, I think this is a pretty highly rated Summer Games Fest. I think so. I mean, we got Ben Starr to just top it all off here. So for real, I think after this, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get going because I gotta go work on the other videos for the week. But this has been fun. This has been great. It's been a good time. I appreciate everybody coming out. Whether it was at the beginning, now, 2 minutes. If it's within the last 5 minutes, I'm sorry, you're just catching the end of this. But I'm gonna leave the live stream up after this, and for anyone who wants to like catch up on everything. But then I'm gonna I'm gonna like edit it down and release that separately. So you want to cut out all the fluff, but we'll have both up. But yeah, gotta get to more Baldur's Gate 3 and Kingdom Come Deliverance. Got lots of things to do, and Outer Wilds, the DLC. Gotta dive into that and everything else. So gotta try to make up for the lack of videos last week. This past week, yeah, it's been a time. But for real, seriously, thank you all for hanging out. This would be great. Right, watch the whole short chatting beforehand, but then also just kind of hanging out here at the end, very casual. It's cool. It's fun. So for real, thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming. It's been great. See you tonight. Thanks for the stream. More eventually. Right? Whatever ends up coming out. What do they say? Like August 25th was the next. What was it? Gamescom. We're gonna do that. Be right back here when the time comes. So for real, you guys have a good night, day. I don't know what time it is in other places. Right? I think. What is it, over like the UK? It's like almost 6 a.m. something like that. So yeah, good morning and good night to everybody. Thanks for hanging out. This was phenomenal. See you guys in the next video or live stream, whatever that ends up being. Bye. See you guys later.